Yeah, I'm on the internet. I just want to make sure that I've got. All right. And I guess we're live. All right. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rick Phillips with CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. We are live from the campus of Wilmington College. Today, we have the Yellow Jackets of Baldwin Wallace in to face our fighting Quakers. Game's going to get underway at about 2 o'clock, so we are shortly going to be on the air with our live softball. This is the first of 2 games. We have a doubleheader today. Second game will be at approximately 4 o'clock. And it is a beautiful day for softball. The girls are not going to get too warm out there. There's plenty of sunshine, and so we anticipate a great event today. And we want to welcome everyone in our audience, including those that are up in the Cleveland area and are in the Baldwin Wallace area. And just a note, CampusNation.com will be doing some of your football games this year. We have talked with your SID up there, and we are happy to be able to be bringing the Yellow Jackets football program to the Campus Nation network. So anyway, Charlie Hargrave will be in for game number 1. I don't know whether he'll be for game number 2, but and then maybe Mitch is going to come in and let me turn you on here, Charlie. I had it off because we were getting some feedback, but how's that? Oh, I've got the wrong dial. There we go.
There we go.
All right.
Nope.
You're better.
There we go.
Yeah,
there we are.
You're here.
I guess it just depends on Smoking Joe Davis whether he's going to show up or not today.
Well, that's right. And we've got Mitch is going to be in to help us with our broadcast today. But anyway, we've got a crowd coming in. We've got some visitors watching the softball game today. So everybody's getting excited and ready to go.
Lots of people out there in their cars getting ready to watch the game.
Yeah, we've got the happy caravanners out there.
No turkey blinds today or deer blinds set up.
No. I think they probably they're waiting because we're going to have you in the turkey blind, aren't we?
That's right.
That's right.
It'll be interesting. We'll just put it that way.
We did Wilmington High School lacrosse last night. They won 6-3 over Newark.
Yeah.
And I talked extensively with their coach today. And we're going to get a lot of help in our future broadcasts for camera work and up in the booth and that. So I look forward to a great relationship with Wilmington Lacrosse. We've been doing it for 3 years now. They've actually been doing it for 22 years, Charlie.
Wow.
Anyway, and their coach, he not only played lacrosse at Wilmington in the first year of its program, but he also played right here for the Fighting Quakers. So,
well, I tell you what, today's game, we've got Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. They're coming in 8-10 overall and 2-4 in the OAC, where Wilmington is 8-8 and 1-5 in the OAC.
I want to get the lineups going first.
okay.
Wilmington has victories against Nazareth, State University of New York, Brockport, Edgewood, Salem State, Crown, State University of New York State, Canton. They got a win against Albion, and they also have a win against Ohio Northern. They've lost to Ohio Northern also, 2 losses to John Carroll. Let's see, they have 1 win and 1 loss to Albion. Muskingum beat them in a doubleheader. And they also have a loss to Swarthmore and Kenyon College. Looks like Baldwin Wallace. They have beat Bluffton and lost to Teal, Alfred, Montclair State out of New Jersey, Emerson, Massachusetts, Widener, Pennsylvania, they won. Bridgewater, they won. Rhodes, Tennessee, they got beat. Montclair State, New Jersey, they won, and DeSales, they got beat by. So they that's all they have. They only have it updated up till 3/8. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here on the Yellow Jackets. Any local talent, Rick? Have you looked?
I have not looked, Charlie.
Lima. That's kind of not really close, but that's Columbus Bexley. We have Renata Russo, Abby Cozart from Lima. London, which is Licking Heights. That's a different London. Or is that Licking Heights?
I don't have a clue. I know maybe that's the high school
Right.
in London, but
Alex
you know, Baldwin Wallace being in Berea and up, there in the
Right.
in the Cleveland area, as far as
Of course, Wilmington's all loaded with local talent.
including my alma mater, Beaver Creek. We've got
Looks like what? Sydney Harville, maybe? No.
no,
Brooke Akel.
yeah, she's a freshman.
Yep.
She's from Jamestown.
Sawyer Hooper, Savannah Hooper from Wilmington. Do you know they're twins?
Yeah, they're a year apart. At least that's what
Just-
Bill Dickerson thought.
That's just grade wise. They're a year apart. One is a junior, one is a senior this year. And one had to be redshirted 1 year because of a knee injury. And that
That's
was
right.
Savannah, so that's why she's got another year.
She'll
of
be coming back
eligibility.
and playing fighting Quaker basketball again next year.
Yeah, and that's good. And probably softball, we would assume. Gary Breeden is one of the coaches here for Wilmington College. He handles the pitching duties. The head coach is Beth Floyd, Alvario Grande, very successful local high school coach here from Leesburg. And Alan King, no relation to Larry King, but Alan King is one of the coaches also. And Gina Schneider and Tom Pertell also are there to assist when needed. Tom's another Leesburg guy. He used to coach at Leesburg High School, the Fairfield,
Yeah,
the
and
Lions.
Alan's done some broadcasts with us of other sports, and so
So are we going to hear the Michigan fight song all today? That's
I don't
what
know.
I
I don't think so. Charlie, you're already getting revved up, aren't you?
Yep, this is going to be fun. Mitch Blankenspore is going to be in the booth with us.
Mitch is the SID right here at Wilmington College, and he's done some broadcasting in his background, so we're going to have him on. And Jumpin' Joe Davis, he is a man extraordinaire, as we will call it.
He's something.
He knows enough about everything to be dangerous, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
It's a good way to put it. So what time we have here? We got to be getting close. 1:50. The referee, the umpires are here.
Right. Everybody is present, other than we've got Mean Dean, or Dean the Butterbean, as we're now calling him.
Butterbean Dean on
Yeah,
the camera.
he's
over
on
there.
camera number 2 over there near the Baldwin Wallace dugout, and our first camera back behind the plate. Try to get you. In fact, I'm going to run out and adjust that slightly. I want to make sure we get both the bases in this time. So I will be right back.
All right. We got a little Queen going on in the background. The Wilmington College girls are getting all loosened up over there. They got a little dance circle going on for a little Queen. Another one bites the dust. And after I just compliment the music, they turn it off.
Yeah, I thought it was a little loud today. A little louder than normal, I thought today. Thanks, Justin.
So the reason we turn the music off, we're having a meeting of the minds at the home plate. The Baldwin Wallace coach and Wilmington College coach are meeting with the umpires. Head coach is Jackie Magnola Price from Bowling Green. Joe Yekabe and Joe Tagliarani and Lauren Peachawalk are assistants for Baldwin Wallace.
All right.
Baldwin Wallace only has one senior on the team, mostly a freshman and junior-laden team. Well, they're pretty much split between freshmen, juniors, and sophomores, but only two seniors on the team. Where Wilmington has They have 3 or 4 seniors, about 4 seniors, and a bunch of sophomores. Not too many juniors on the Wilmington College softball team. Only 1 junior on the Wilmington College softball team. So
Sky kind of reminds me when I lived in Dallas. Usually we had these no clouds, well, maybe a little bluer sky, but anyway, perfect day for softball.
So I think we're getting ready for the Star Spangled Banner and the introduction of the starting lineups.
Did Mitch say he was singing it today?
Mitch, you singing today?
No, not going to sing.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the campus of Wilmington College and the WC softball complex for this afternoon's OAC conference doubleheader pitting visiting Yellow Jackets of Baldwin Wallace University against the home team of the scoreboard, the Fighting Quakers of Wilmington College. Let's meet the starting lineups for both teams. First for the visiting Yellow Jackets of Baldwin Wallace. Leading off, the DP, number 22, Alexis Boldovic. Batting second, number 1, the third baseman, Sammy Miner. Batting third, number 2, the shortstop, Eric English. Batting fourth, number 33, the pitcher, Sam Mott. Batting fifth, number 77, the right fielder, Haley Owen. Batting sixth, number 6, the first baseman, Hannah Albrecht. Batting seventh, number 18, the second baseman, Alex Kozic. Batting eighth, number 4, the center fielder, Macy Leach. Batting ninth, number 3, the left fielder, Abby Thompson. And in the flex for BW is number 17, the catcher, Talia Prignano. BW is under the direction of head coach Tom Spencer in his 14th season. And now for the Fighting Quakers, leading off and playing left field, number 12, Savannah Hooper. Batting second, number 4, the right fielder, Michaela Hensley. Batting third, number 23, the second baseman, Alicia Kemp. Batting fourth, number 14, the first baseman, Allison Pierce. Batting fifth, number 30, the designated player, Mariah Burkhart. Batting sixth, number 5, the center fielder, Megan Krager. Batting seventh, number 20, the shortstop, Kaylee Barber. Batting eighth, number 2, the third baseman, Kendall Bowles. Batting ninth, number 24, and catching for Wilmington is Sawyer Hooper, and pitching on the bump is number 26, Grace Shell. Wilmington is under the direction of head coach Beth Floyd in her 11th season. Now, if I could ask everyone to please rise, and gentlemen, remove your caps and face the flag in right center field for the playing of our nation's national anthem. Fans, as a reminder, there are programs available down behind the bleachers, down the first baseline. Programs available down the bleachers, or behind the bleachers, down the first baseline. Concessions are also available. We have some candy and drinks behind the press box. Concessions available behind the press box.
So, you ready for some softball, Charlie?
I think so. Wilmington's out there doing their pregame little warm-up here. They're in their white uniforms, the home whites, with a lime green and Kelly green accent. And then Baldwin Wallace is in their mustard yellow away uniform tops with gray bottoms with a little white accent on the sleeves. So it's a beautiful day if the heat would just be turned up about 30 degrees. Right now it's probably about 30 degrees out there. I know on Rick's phone it's 29.
29 always, Charlie. My phone
Yep.
never get off 29.
Yep, Rick's phone's 29. Let's see what the actual time, the temperature is here as a game of time. Let's see.
36 degrees
Rick says 36.
with a high of 42.
I like
and,
mine better. I say 37.
And the low of 29.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
I can't help it, Charlie.
That's an inside joke.
There is something. No, that's actually what it says, the low.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just being funny.
No, that's not me funny. Charlie,
All right.
me be funny?
Leading off is Boldovic, excuse me. First pitch fouled over to the right side. The creek might have its first victim today. There's a creek that runs down the right side over here. And it usually is good for getting about, 6 or 7 softballs a game at least. So no balls, 1 strike. Next pitch on its way.
Kind of outside.
Boldovic's not looking to bunt at all. One ball, 1 strike. Pitch is on its way, and it's hit right at the second baseman. Should be an easy play, but it's not. Gets by the first baseman. She mishandled it, and I don't know how Mitch is going to call that, but I'm going to call that an E3.
Yep, I agree with you, Charlie. It's an E3. Thanks for letting me tune into the broadcast a little bit here. This is my first time joining Campus Nation officially.
That's right. We love to have you.
The only thing I got to say, Mitch, I hope you're thick-skinned a little bit. That's all I
that's
gotta
all right.
say. All right. So leadoff person aboard here. They're on second. Minor coming up. And she may be looking to move the runner over, but doesn't seem to be. First pitch is high for a ball to Minor.
Welcome to all the BW fans listening in from Berea or elsewhere.
Absolutely.
Special shout-out to Jeff Miller, the wonderful SID at Baldwin, Wallace, if you're listening in, Jeff. Hope you're doing well.
Second pitch, again, is up. 2 balls, no strikes on Minor.
And, Charlie, Grace Shell, freshman pitcher for Wilmington's been very good this year, but she has struggled a little bit with command. Walks are up a little bit.
Nice change up for a strike. There, 2 balls, 1 strike. Got Minor chasing it.
She has 17 walks in 51 innings, so about 1 every 3 innings or so.
Not bad. I knew some Reds would like to have that.
Yeah,
All
no,
right. Ball up high. 3 balls, 1 strike.
She's going to have a good one here, though. Runner in scoring position already for Baldwin Wallace thanks to the error.
And Minor likes throwing that bat out there trying to measure the pitcher or maybe distract it. Then she brings it back slowly. And
Nice
strike
pitch.
2, so full count. Strikeout be nice medicine right here. And the batter, by the way, is way up in the box. So they must think they can get on top of her here. And ball is fouled up and out of play. Didn't sound like it hit a forward back there.
Let's hope not.
E3, and then you have to do plus also. E3 space plus to advance runner second base.
So full count, runner at second. Ball's hit up in the air, should be caught. And it is. The shortstop goes out to make the catch, so pop out 6, first out of the inning.
Hitting number 2, Erica
English, the shortstop coming up. Wonder if we're related. That's my mom's maiden name, English.
Really?
Yeah.
Background, you hear the dulcet tones of Josh Schwa, senior baseball player, on public address for us this afternoon. Josh, thank you.
Schwa. I like it. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
good. He's a good ball player.
He-
We did one of his games. He had a good hit. Did he hit a home run that game?
No, I don't think so, but he made some
right.
pretty good plays in center field there. And
But he had like a couple RBIs, I think, the game we did. Yeah.
you better be careful not to stroke his ego too much, though,
Okay,
Charlie.
all right.
But now I like saying his name too. Schwa.
Yeah, we do like that.
Schwa. Big lead out there on second, but ball 1. So we got 1 ball, 1 strike here to the shortstop English. And we got Minor, or not Minor, but Boldovic out there on second. Ball's fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. tell you, the Ohio Northern the other day, man, that's all they did was run left-handers up there the whole game. Of course, it might have been switch hitters, too. Ball's hit to the first baseman in the air, and it's caught. Runner gets back.
Jammed her a little bit there. That nice inside pitch from Shell. Wonder if it was a screwball just moving in on the hands there in the last second.
Mutt coming up to bat. Mutt is the first baseman. 2 outs now. Still a runner out there on second. And as soon as I say about left-handers, we got one at the plate.
I was going to say, Charlie, it'd be really nice for Grace to settle down and pitch around an error here and get
Yeah,
get out of this inning. Yeah,
Man.
it was a strike. But
That's right, yeah.
normally you get a runner at second base with no outs. You got to think the offense is more than 50% to score a run. But
Yep.
one more out here, and Fighting Quakers get out unscathed.
1 ball, 1 strike. At first, man, that was such a delayed call on the strike. I was like, man, where's
Now,
that at?
looking at the plate umpire, I notice he has 2 different size gloves on. Why would you think that would be? Just because he's using his clicker on the other?
Might be. The ball gets by, a little pass ball.
I think that's
action
going to be
here.
a pass ball. So PB for those of you scoring at home. So now runner is at third base. Another one of those.
Count. I'm thinking change up. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'd be throwing. Nope. Fastball, head down the left
And that's
side.
why you're calling the game and not in the dugout coaching.
Hey, I've coached Mitch for about 6, 7 years softball, so careful.
He's
Mitch.
retired from
No,
all
I-
that,
Careful,
though.
careful, and plus I umpired it for
No,
20.
I'm not
careful
doubting
where you
it, but
tread.
you had the wrong read there for sure.
Well, but that's okay. Now let's see if they go this time for the. Oh, I think she did change it up a little bit. Looked like a little slower rolling in there. So I actually the other day at the Ohio Northern game, I said what we need right now is just a little single over the shortstop head, and she delivered.
Well,
it
look
was-
at you.
It was like I was a Wilmington medium. Full count, 2 outs. Mutt at the plate.
I create monsters. I'm sorry.
No, that was great. I mean, I was like, wow. When Bill kept asking me what I was doing, so I'm still in that mode. Full count. And that was a change up, and she drilled it to the left center field gap. So 1 run is in, and
Yep.
she's going to coast into second.
Yeah, it's going to be a double unearned run, as that runner did reach base via the error on the first baseman, Allison Pierce. So BW gets a 1-0 lead here, and as a runner at second base with 2 outs.
You can't throw that up in the wheelhouse like that, like she just did.
Nope, caught a little bit too much plate, but got to give the batter a little bit of credit, Charlie. You know, there were 3-1 pitch, 3-2 pitch, 3-2 pitch, fouled off some, and forced Grace to give her pitch, and she drilled it.
Right.
Man, she drilled it.
She was battling.
That was a nice hit by Mutt. First hit of the game. So we got 77 coming up now. Owens, the right fielder, another right-handed hitter.
Owens is 276 on the year thus far, slugging 345 with an OBP of 344.
First pitch is a ball.
Also leads the Yellow Jackets with 11 strikeouts, so a good candidate for a K here for Shell.
2-0.
But one thing, Charlie, I think that's been indicative of this first inning is Grace is missing on her first 2 pitches.
Yep.
And, the most important pitch in baseball and softball is strike 1, they say.
That's right.
Changes the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Well, try to get
There
ahead
you
if you can. 77. Owens helped her out there going after the high one. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Kind of hard to lay off those high pitches in your eyes.
2-0, I'd almost be giving her the take because she is struggling. Next pitch on its way. Another one up high. The runner does not advance, though. The ball did not get far away from Hooper. So no harm, no foul. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And that was Mott there at second base. If she'd been a little fleeter of foot, she may have taken off, but I know you would know this as a former coach there, Charlie. Never want to make the last out at third base.
Oh, no. Pitch on the way.
Ooh.
Ball 4.
Yep.
Just a little bit inside.
Yeah, a little bit inside, maybe a little bit up. So 2 runners on now. Force at any base other than home plate for the Quakers.
Albrecht coming up.
Number 6, Hannah Albrecht.
Again, Charlie, just 1 out here can sort of keep this inning, albeit, pitch count a little bit up here for Shell on the mound,
Oh,
but
nice
can be just 1 unearned run, and that's it. with one retirement here.
This is the first baseman. Mudd is actually the pitcher, so I screwed up on that. Albrecht up. We have a runner at second.
You screwed up? No.
Oh, I admit it when I screwed up.
Here we go.
Yeah, and that's going to be a fielder's choice for those of you scoring at home, just to ground out to lead runner, and that's going to end the first inning. BW on top here, 1-0.
Yep. Ball's hit down the third baseman. She took it on her own, so we have 2 left on base.
We're going to do a quick legal ID here since we missed it at the top of the hour.
106.9 WZAA LP, Jeffersonville.
And, of course, you're listening to WZAA 106.9 LP FM in Jeffersonville, Ohio. That's Fayette County, for those of you outside the area. And also on campusnation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. We are currently on the campus of Wilmington College. We have women's softball, a doubleheader today. The Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets being hosted by our Fightin' Quakers. And the score is 1-0 after the first half inning of play, going to the bottom of the first inning.
And I looked, Rick, right in the preview for this event yesterday. Of course, it's on our website, wilmingtonquakers.com, along with Campus Nation's link for this broadcast itself. 7-11 is Wilmington against Baldwin Wallace in the last decade. So pretty competitive. BW's had the better hand of it.
Right.
But obviously, I think if you're Coach Floyd, you're looking for, at the very minimum, a series split and hoping to win 2 here at home, because the Ohio Athletic Conference is one of the best for sure in this region, and Division III in general in most sports. And
absolutely.
You gotta take at least one at home when you can. And give Wilmington credit, other than the Muskingum series, which, those were 2 really close games. They took one against Ohio Northern and did their job there.
Right, and Ohio Northern, it had been since, 1995? Or no, 2005? 2000,
it was
2015.
2000 and
15.
It was yeah.
I think it was a 5.
Yeah,
15.
and it was Wilmington was 1-9 against them in the last 10, and 3-something, 17 maybe in the last decade. So pretty big win there.
I think that was their third or fourth loss.
Yeah, they were 17-3 coming in, the Polar Bears were.
Right.
See if Savannah Hooper can get on base here for Wilmington. 2 years ago, she actually averaged .476, which is the program's, I believe, single-season record for batting average as a sophomore. .476, and today, I believe, coming in at somewhere around .312. So I think she's looking for .315. 315, so looking for a couple more hits here for Savannah Hooper, also a member of the Quakers women's basketball team, which, Charlie, I'm sure you remember that from basketball season.
Oh, yeah. Third baseman's playing a little bit back, and Hooper did show bunt and fouled it down the third base line.
And Savannah usually sees defenses play up because her game is she's one of those slap hitters. She actually shoots the basketball right-handed, but bats in softball left-handed to get, that extra half step towards first base.
Ball 1 ball, 1 strike on Hooper.
And of course, the Hooper women, we have covered them extensively in their careers at Wilmington High School as well. So, and we've got a Matt Smith coming next year to play Quaker basketball, and he's from Wilmington, a good player.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And actually, Charlie, don't you think Baldwin Wallace probably playing as deep as Hooper's seen any defense play this year so far?
Well, on the third base side.
On the third base side,
first
specifically.
base side, she's playing up pretty good. Pitch on the way, and she lays it down.
It's going to be a tough play.
One.
Perfect.
Got it. Base hit.
That's it. Good.
Yep. Be a single for Savannah Hooper, beating out that throw.
Now hitting
She's got some wheels.
She does.
number 4, Michaela Hensley.
Hensley now coming to the bat. So Hooper reaches Super Hooper. There we go. Reaches base safely on the bunt.
Wonder if Michaela will lay down a bunt here.
Well,
I think it's an option in the
Sure.
choice for Coach Floyd. She's going to swing away at this one. It's up and away.
Yeah, there was no indication whatsoever that she was going to attempt any bunt.
Yeah, ball. First pitch.
That may be she just wanted to see what kind of control she was going to have against her.
Turned into a pretty nice day, too, today. It was supposed
Beautiful
to be cold.
Squares
sunny.
up, pulls back. She's trying to
Safe.
steal, and it looks like she made it.
So stolen base for Hooper, and I think, as you said, Charlie, with a absolutely on-target throw, she may have been caught there, but throw was a little bit off, and Hooper now in scoring position.
It was a strike, I think.
I think it was a strike as well. Obviously, the home plate umpire will correct you if
1 ball, 1 strike. When they steal like that, yeah, he's like, you're getting distracted.
And correct me if
Foul
I'm
tip.
wrong there, Coach Hargrave, but normally you tell your players to swing when you know the steal is on to protect them a little bit.
Well, or that fake bunt. And that's what she was doing. She was doing like a fake bunt there. Just anything to draw attention. Anything to cause some chaos.
Ooh, just missed that one.
About caught that
Almost
one.
took out the little camera up there, the go.
I hate to say it, Charlie, your reaction was about
A little slow.
2 minutes too late there, my friend.
Dude, I tell you what. And the last few years, I quit throwing batting practice just for that reason. I got drilled so many times in the legs, it wasn't funny.
Yeah, Michaela just missed that one, just under it. Fastball was up there from Mott.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch is on its way. Oh, a little changeup. She held up long enough and jerked it foul.
And I noticed, Charlie, forgive my my University of Michigan reference, as you know these are coming, but Mott sort of moves to her right before she pitches, so similar to Xavier Simpson, the point guard from Michigan basketball team that's from actually Lima High School. He sort of does that in his free throw motion.
That's Lima Senior,
strike
yeah.
out.
And the Hurricanes, they saw them in that Final Four in the high school playoffs a couple years back, and we were there.
Yeah. That's a good pitch there from Mott. Fastball, pretty good pitch progression, huh, Charlie? First you go change up in on the hands and then fastball away.
Yeah, and up high, really should lay it off.
Yeah.
But Kemp up. Foul tip, it sounded like again, yep. So you just want to get the ball in play right now. Try to get the runner over, hit anything you can to the right side, even bunt it to the right side. Get the runner over, make them make a play.
Yep, agree.
Just get contact. Pitch on its way.
Ooh.
Thought it was low, but called strike.
That was a nice pitch. That was right on the knees. Now, Kemp is a pretty tall girl. Though.
She is tall.
So no balls, 2 strikes. Wilmington players about mid-box. They're not back or way up. Fouled. Should be out of play.
Shout out to the Fighting Quaker men's and women's track and field teams yesterday, hosting the Jenna Strong Invitational. Both teams finished second place, less than a dozen points out of first.
Yeah, congratulations.
No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch on its way. Oh,
I think it hit her.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
it
hit
did.
her.
Yep.
Yep. So HBP for those of you scoring at home. Unfortunately, that'll send Savannah Hooper back to second base as it is a dead ball. But now Allison Pierce, who coming in, I believe, is the highest average for Wilmington at 391. 391 for Pierce, coming in exactly who you want up with runner in scoring position.
Absolutely.
Yep, 1 out. Runners at first and second. See what Pierce can do here. And she hits one in the right field.
And that's a
it's
gap.
Gonna drop.
That's
it's
a
gonna be in
gap.
the gap.
Yep.
One
Going to
run's
score
gonna
at least
score.
one. Kemp's going to be held at third base by Coach Floyd, but a stand-up double for Allison Pierce, and the Quakers have tied it.
She delivered.
First pitch hitting.
It's like you're the Wilmington medium, too.
Hey, that's all right. So, tie ball game, 1-1, and Wilmington's got some stuff cooking here. 1 out, runner at second and third.
Mariah Burkhart.
Burkhart. This is a girl the other day. Hit the one right over the shortstop and scored 2 runs the other day. Let's see if she can do it today. It's wide open out there. See if she can remember back to that and just repeat it. Up. Strike 1. Swing and strike. I believe that was a changeup, wasn't it, Mitch?
Looked like it to me, but you would have a better guess than me. My extent of softball knowledge is my aunt, Amber Warner's, used to be the softball coach at my alma mater, Calvin College, and I was in the dugout as the bat boy trying to get cheers started every 2 seconds when I was growing up. That's about it.
So you did do some singing.
A little.
1 ball, 1 strike here to Burkhart. 2 runners in scoring position. Pitch on its way. Oh, doesn't look like she's watching the ball. If you watch her
She's swinging under it.
Well, but if you watch her head when she's swinging is still looking straight ahead. Your head needs to be looking at the
Charlie, to
ball.
quote one of my least favorite baseball broadcasters ever, Hawk Harrelson, would say ducks on the pond here.
That's right. But you got to watch the ball. Oh.
Now
2
he
and
would
2.
also, that would also be accompanied with, get out. stretch, and some other terms that are
Not
very
broadcast.
biased towards the home team.
What is your baseball team of choice?
The Detroit Tigers, who are going to have a
Naturally.
pretty terrible season this year, but it is what it is. Had a pretty great decade run. I'm sure a lot of the BW fans would be saying Windians and go Tribe. Up there near Cleveland, they've had quite a great run, the Indians, thus far, past couple years.
Ooh.
Looks like
Foul
third
tip,
strike,
and
yep.
she's out. It's another strikeout for
Here
Burkhart.
comes Krager and Charlie. It looks like that the plan of attack for Mott has been to attack the Wilmington hitters, establish the inside of the plate, and then come back outside with that sort of up fastball up. And Wilmington's chased at it thus far.
Yep, Krager up. Still runners out second and third. Nice pitch, strike one.
Megan started off her collegiate career pretty hot and then sustained a lower leg injury and had to miss several games and still trying to hit her stride back from that.
Foul ball.
It's in the drink.
Yep.
As long as it stays away from that forward.
What we call this, softball creek back here?
I mean, we even call it Charlie Hargrave Creek if you
No,
give enough money
no.
to the program.
That's right. A little donation here.
And there's that
Inside.
inside pitch
Yep.
again that Mott's hit before, but she missed it this time. So now we'll see how this at-bat develops with Krager
1 ball, 2 strikes.
still battling. Decent crowd here today, too.
It is. It is.
Got a lot of people watching in the outfield in their cars. The smart people are doing that. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
So there's a fastball inside of the plate that's low. So, Charlie, what do you think now? She's going to come back with that away?
Come up high.
Yeah, come
Yep.
up high and see if Krager offers at it. And
Yep, come up high. Here
really,
it
the only thing you
comes.
can do with that pitch is hit it into right field.
Which wouldn't be a good, that'd be a bad.
Nope,
that'd be a
came
bad
back
one.
inside. What do we
Full
know?
count. It's all right. Notice I'm not getting on you.
So on deck is Kaylee Barber if Krager were to reach base here. But a hit's probably going to score anything in the outfield will score 2 runs, at least 1.
Foul tip. Right back.
Came back inside, huh, Charlie? So we've had inside pitch after
There's
inside
a screen.
pitch.
There's a glass. It's not going to get to you.
Our game day workers a little bit scared there of that foul ball.
That's right.
You got the outfielder back here. He'll protect you.
That's true. Yeah.
And Krager
Strike
cuts and
3.
misses, so BW gets out of a 2-on, 2-out jam, and we are tied here at 1 after 1 complete. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is campusnation.com. Rick Phillips, Charlie Hargrave, and Wilmington SID, yours truly, Mitch Blankenspore on the broadcast. And unearned runs scored for BW, and then an RBI double from Allison Pierce, scoring the Fighting Quakers run, and that's where we're at to this point.
Coming up for Baldwin Wallace, we got Kozik, Leach, and Thompson here in the bottom of the second. That's 7, 8, 9. Kozik's the second baseman. Leach is the center fielder. And Thompson looks like the left fielder. So,
Look for Grace Shell, Charlie, to hopefully have a little more command and get ahead of hitters. She was behind a lot of hitters there in the top of that first inning.
That's one thing I liked about that girl who pitched the first game the other day for High Northern. She worked quick, and she owned that first
She
strike.
did. Now, the nice thing is, in that first game, Wilmington jumped on her for 3 runs in the first inning, and she had to work behind.
Right.
And Shell sort of outdueled her. But I do agree, both ONU pitchers really. Second one, Lepsick stole the show. She had 10 strikeouts, and Wilmington really didn't get to her until the 6th and 7th inning. BW, of course, we've had scheduling nightmares in this region of the country due to all the rain and snow and whatever else Mother Nature throws at us here in Ohio. John Carroll swept BW 5-3 and 9-7. That was on the 6th. So that was on Friday.
Right.
Got that doubleheader in.
All right, so here we go. Top of the second, 1-1. Kozik up. First pitch is in there for a strike.
Sort of the Northeast rivalry with John Carroll, Baldwin Wallace, and University of Mount Union in the OAC. That's sort of the triangle of death up there in Northeast Ohio. They beat up on each other in a lot of sports.
Ball's hit,
Little pop-up.
and it's caught by the first baseman.
This P3, those of you scoring at home.
1 out.
Now hitting Center fielder, number 4, Macy Leach.
And as I said, I don't know whether you heard earlier in the broadcast, but we are going to be doing some Baldwin Wallace football this season. So we'll be making that trek up there. We do have some people up in Cleveland that will be
Gotcha.
helping us.
So Leach. First pitch to Leach is ball.
Up there at Trussell Field, named after the father of Jim Trussell. I was
Nice stadium.
there in 2009, I believe. BW hosted the Outdoor Track and Field National Championships up there.
Were you a track and fielder?
I was definitely not look at me, Charlie. I was not a track and fielder in the
What's that
slightest.
supposed to mean?
I went to cover my alma mater, Calvin College, up there. Finished, I believe, 3rd place in that nationals. That's where I got to meet Kevin Ruppel, the now semi-retired, longtime sports information director at Baldwin Wallace. One of his proteges, Jeff Miller, is now in that office.
3 balls, no strikes. To the 8th batter in the order, Leach.
But it is a nice stadium, Rick. Been up there at least once. Yeah,
Ball
and there's
4.
another ball. And as I alluded to, Charlie, one of the things that I've noticed with Grace Shell and watching her early in her collegiate career is she's got great stuff. She's got a little bit of zip on that fastball, but it's her command has been troublesome at times. But that's to be expected of a freshman pitcher, you know. It takes a while to adjust from the high school game to the collegiate game.
Sydney, Ohio is where she's from.
So she was a Yellow Jacket, probably. Yellow Jacket and
Sydney High School, yeah.
Speaking of OAC softball, JCU and John Carroll and Muskingum are tied 4-4 in the top of the 8th inning here today. Of course, Muskingum winning the national championship in 2001 under the late legendary Donna Newberry.
First pitch to Thompson is called strike.
They were the class of the OAC during her tenure.
So that's good there. We got a lead-off strike here on this batter.
That's a good sign.
Second pitch is a ball. Fake the bunt. Everybody's running. Everybody was moving. That's always good. That's what you want to see.
Got more fans coming in.
Throw down to first. 2 balls, 1 strike. On Thompson, the 9th hitter of the order. You got to come back and get these.
Yep, got to come after here now, Charlie. Couldn't agree more.
Pitch is on its way. Oh, nice
good
That
pitch.
was nice. Come on.
strike
Okay,
2.
yeah.
And this guy has a delayed call.
He does, yeah.
It's like you need a drum roll.
He's thinking about it, I think, you know.
Strike. You know,
That's all right. As long as he's consistent, that's all
Yeah.
we care about.
which he has been so far.
He
But it's
has.
early. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Balls.
That's a good
tap
pitch by
foul.
Grace. Good pitch. Good job of hitting there, staying alive.
Yep. Just reached out and hit it down the third base line. But foul by about 4 or 5 feet. So runner first, 1 out, 2-2 on the batter.
Get the sign here from Sawyer Hooper.
Ball's hit. Third base safe.
Yeah, and I think that was a mistake there by Kendall Bowles. She
But
could have let that ball
yeah,
go
should've
foul and
just
tried
let it
to
go foul. I
barehand
agree.
it and throw her out, but just too quick. So that'll be a single. And the leadoff first 2 runners on for the Yellow Jackets.
Yep, she picked that right up off the line.
And you think it was going to go foul, huh,
I
Rick?
think
I mean,
so,
the spin
yeah.
on the ball looked
Yeah,
like
yep,
it was
it
going
was
to.
going foul.
I don't blame Kendall for trying to make that play, but really quick legs there
Right.
down the
well,
line for BW.
And you're just reacting. I mean, that's what you're taught to do. So just don't think. It's just a reaction.
Kendall also one of the best fielders on this Wilmington team. Here's a
Oh,
pop-up.
Infield fly rule. Batter's out.
Yep.
So 2 outs.
So that'll be, an infield fly is in effect.
So we have 2 outs and still runners at first and second. And Minor coming up, and she popped out to the shortstop the first time. So let's see if they can get out of this inning without allowing a run. Pitch on its way. Inside.
No, it's called a strike. I think that's sometimes the batter tries to hug that.
That's right.
Hug the inside of the plate so much and drastically gets out, but that looked
almost-
like a good
yeah.
pitch to me.
It almost looked like a brush
I
bat.
thought it was inside, yeah. That was me. I'm just right here in front of it. That's all right.
Well, as Wilmington
so what's he
fans,
gonna call
we're glad that you're wrong.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm glad I was wrong.
That
One
pitch
ball,
up, so
one
1 and
strike.
1, as you said.
So bringing it back slowly. Foul
Good
tip.
pitch from Shell. And our
One ball,
game day
2
administration still has not gotten through their heads that there is a fence and a screen and a window and some wood
That's right.
in
They're
front
fun.
of them and the ball.
I know, but all right.
And Schwal's just laughing at him back there. Schwal's like, man, I got you guys covered.
That's right. I got my glove.
Ball's hit way up in the air. Right
Should be
fielder
F9,
should have it.
yep.
There it is.
And she catches it.
And one thing you notice, Charlie, that pitch is exactly the pitch that Wilmington has struggled to get the bat on the ball. That's what Mott has thrown to a couple strikeouts, and BW did a decent job there getting some iron on that, or aluminum on that ball, but just couldn't quite find the green grass. So BW stranded 2 runners and will head to the bottom of the second with score tied 1-1.
They did have a hit.
We had a couple batters on base.
They have 2 left on base, 1 hit and 1 run for the game. 2 hits and 1 run for the game so far. And coming up for Wilmington will be the 8-9-1, which is Barber, Hooper, and Hooper. Sawyer, Hooper, and then Savannah.
Well, appreciate you two letting me join the broadcast here for
Oh, we're glad to have you.
stretches.
Anytime.
At some point today. Got my wonderful
And so far,
students on statistics, so I freed up a little bit.
so far we've been nice to each other.
So
Oh,
far.
come on.
I said so far. Mitch Fly's killing skills are
Well, my father's
Pretty good.
an entomologist, so
there you go.
I'm used to this kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Number 20,
that one's
Kaylee Barber.
a rib stickler.
See if Kaylee Barber can get Wilmington started here. Comes
Bob
into this
second.
game with a .262 batting average, 9 strikeouts. It's tied for a team high, 4 walks, 5 RBIs, and 1 home run.
Oh, she has had a home run.
That was in Florida. Shows
Ball-
bunt,
yeah,
and
fl-
was not a good one.
No.
No, you got to get the ball down if you're going to bunt late. And I've noticed that
So
with
that's
a
going
lot
to
of
be
the
P3 space BU for bunt for those of you scoring at home.
Kendall Bowles.
bowls and night.
Yeah, I mean, Bowles is for her, as much as she's very stellar on defense, has struggled equally as much at the plate, hitting .091 coming into this game. Needs to sort of get out of her slump. No better spot to do that here than the bottom of the second inning.
So 7, 8, 9. I guess I skipped her when I wrote in the lineups.
And there it is.
God,
Look at
there,
that.
right-
Broadcaster's reverse jinx.
Right down. Oh, gets
You're welcome,
fired.
Kendall.
Yep.
That's right. It is a reverse.
Base hit right up the gut.
Now hitting left fielder, number 12, Savannah Hooper.
I think Sawyer Hooper's actually up, but they look the same, so I don't blame you for that. Sawyer
That's
Hooper
Sawyer Hooper,
will
yeah.
step up with a runner at first base and 1 out.
But they are a year apart in age, according to our Bill Dickerson.
So curious if the bunt's on here or not, or the slap's on. Shows bunt, misses, and home plate umpire is going to say she offered. So 0-1 the count. No balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, I thought he said strike foul. I think he might have got tipped a little bit.
I'm still trying to figure out his gloves.
Learned that from the great Dave Edwards of Anderson University. That was his famous call. 0-2 the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
No balls, 2 strikes. Yep. And well, I think the only reason he has that smaller glove on the left is just so he can control the indicator, like you said
you're
earlier.
figuring he must have get cold hands easily or something because he has that big thick glove on the other side.
Job laying off there by Sawyer. 1 and 2.
ball, 2 strikes on the
Could
bat.
use a little blooper over the third baseman's head. That's one thing that I've seen both Hooper sisters do at points in time.
Whoa!
That pitch was way outside, but battling it off there was Sawyer.
The other thing that I don't understand is he's got his bare arms. You know, he's not even got a coat on. or
Baldwin
anything, so-
Wallace is arguing right now because they thought that was a bunt attempt and she should be out on the 3rd strike, which she didn't square, but I could see that argument coming.
Just looked like maybe she was just sort of trying to slap at it. There we go.
And there it is, a slap to the third baseman. Throw
That's
to
a
first.
base hit. Yeah, that's a
Safe.
base hit. So
All right.
2 on, 1 out. Savannah Hooper now coming up as a lineup card flips over.
Now hitting.
Be nice, Charlie, if we could get Savannah on base, and then all of a sudden you've got Hensley and Pierce coming up.
Well, you know what she's going to do right now.
Hensley, Kemp, and Pierce.
So you think she's going to bunt?
Well,
She'll put one down on the ground right down third baseline and try to beat it out. That's my guess. The problem with that is you can't hit it too sharp because then the third baseman will just pick it up and step on third base
Exactly.
for the
So
fielder's
it's going to have
choice.
to be a perfect bunt.
And the pitch is on its way.
Thought about it.
Yeah,
Good pitch.
Backed off of it.
Yeah.
Good pitch. And you got to think, Charlie, if you're Baldwin Wallace expecting a bunt, you're going to throw stuff up in the strike zone, right? Trying to induce a
Well,
pop-up.
yeah, you would. Yeah, it was a strike.
Right, yeah.
Oh, delayed steal.
Wow, it is
Oh,
a delayed steal, and it works. So a double steal there for Wilmington.
Both runners have moved up, and they both are in scoring position now, so we don't bunt.
And Charlie, for us amateur softballers out there, what is the advantage to a delayed steal?
Well, just a lot of people don't even know what a delayed steal is. Delayed steal is when the catcher throws the ball back to the pitcher, then the runners take off. A lot of times the catcher's not paying any attention. That's a perfect time to do that.
And you could see the catcher for Baldwin Wallace, number 17, Talia Prignano, really didn't see it coming. Her throw was a little
Right.
too hopper there to the third baseman wide, and all of a sudden you got ducks on the pond here with 1 out.
I tell you, do that too on catchers that just kind of lob the ball back to the mound. Oh, that's going to be a strike.
Yeah,
2
Savannah
balls,
knew
2
it.
strikes.
Really important to put the ball in play here. You have a runner
Hit
at
it.
third base. There's not a force.
To the right side?
Yep.
That's where you want to go with it.
Ground out to second base and score a run. I think Coach Floyd would take that in a heartbeat.
Hit it to the right side if you can.
Let's put the ball in play.
And she went
And
with
Coach Floyd almost got hit. Had to
Well,
duck there
well, she
down
went
the
with
third
the pitch.
baseline.
She went with the pitch.
That's right.
So it's interesting, as I was saying, Charlie, but BW's really sort of attacked the outer part of the plate to the righties, but the lefties, it's been away to Savannah here. I wonder if Mott's going to come back inside.
Now she may be trying to keep her from hitting it to the right side. Foul ball, out of play again. Because she figures if she hits it to the right side, that's a run.
Yeah. Look at how shallow the outfield's playing, too. I didn't even notice that. You got
Yep.
left field, center field, and right field are
Well,
less than 10 yards from the infield. So if Savannah can really launch one here,
yeah.
she's going to be at third standing up. That pitch way up
Full
and outside.
Good battle here.
And I don't think if you're Baldwin Wallace, you're too upset about a walk here. You do put a lot of speed on the base paths, but you do open up a force at any base, including home plate, which is relevant in this situation.
Pitch on its way. Ball's popped up, and it's out of play.
Lucky for Savannah, out of play.
Right.
So runners at second and third. Yeah, really, with 2 strikes on her, the outfield should be playing farther back.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, she doesn't hit it very far often, but if she really sort of steps back and rips into one, she hits a gapper into left center field, right center field, she's going to be a stand-up triple easily.
Again, fighting it off. Foul ball. It's like the 4th
Good
foul
battle.
here in a
Good
row.
battle.
Yeah. In baseball, you'd be talking about getting a pitcher's count up. I know does come into play in softball, not quite as relevant. The
Nah.
motion exercise phys-wise is so much better on your shoulder as a softball pitcher than a baseball pitcher.
Pitch is on its way. Oh, struck her out.
Yep. Good at bat from Savannah. I think we got to what, Charlie, probably almost 10 pitches
At
there.
least. Yeah, because
Yeah.
you got full count and you had 4 fouls, then probably 9 or 10 at minimum.
Got a great crowd here for this softball doubleheader. I assume they'll stay for both.
Big spot here for Michaela Hensley. Wilmington left runners at second, third in the first inning.
First pitch called a strike. Seemed to look at that was a little down, but
Hensley is 289, 13 hits, 2 doubles, 6 RBIs, and 4 walks on the season.
pitch on its way. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hensley. She struck out the first time at bat. Need a base hit here, just to the left of a second base is a nice place
I'll
to
take
put
a base hit anywhere.
There's just a big hole there.
And there's that pitch up and away
Yeah.
again, and Hensley cuts and misses. Now down 1-2.
Yes, there are 2 outs. Pitch is on its way and fouled right back here at us.
It always hurts, in my opinion, Charlie. You get a runner at third with less than 2 outs and you don't score.
Oh,
that
yeah.
runner, that's always
That's what you look
that
back
comes
on and
back
say,
to bite you.
Yeah.
That's why you got to just put the ball in play. And a lot of people don't understand that.
She shows
She's
bunt,
bunting, yeah, and gets it down.
and she's out. No, safe. Home plate umpire called her safe, and she gets back to the bag, and Sawyer's going to score.
Oh, heads up play.
And Hensley's going to head to second base, so
they're
that's
running
actually
wild.
going to be a bunt single. We're going to have an appeal here from
Well, did
head coach
the first baseman not handle the ball? Is that what happened? I'm kind of blocked out here.
Mike
a little
Spencer. Yeah,
She was bent over.
she was bent over. I'm pretty sure the field umpire is going to call bobble on that. Maybe she didn't get the stretch down.
Yeah, she's still
Did
she's still on
Baldwin
the
Wallace,
ground.
but as of now, that's a 2 RBI single.
bit. Don't write it down. Don't write anything down yet.
Yeah, but she's the Baldwin Wallace first baseman still on the ground, and so
See, I was a little bit blocked out. What happened there? Did she drop the ball or what over there? Because I
well,
thought she was out.
I don't. I once
Mitch,
again.
Mitch said she was out.
She
I
went.
just
She
figured
went
was out.
to the ground, and she was trying to, like she was cupping the ball, trying to keep it from dropping
Yeah,
to the
and
ground.
that's what I was saying, Rick.
She had the ball like
yeah.
this. Okay.
I think she made no, and now they're overruling it and calling her out. So, yeah,
Yep.
there's no runs are going to score, and that's going to be the end of the inning there for Wilmington. And Coach Floyd's going to get the explanation from the umpire there that was in the field.
So after 2 full innings, the score is still Wilmington 1 and Baldwin Wallace 1. You're listening to CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. Today, on the campus of Wilmington College, Baldwin Wallace, the Yellow Jackets from Berea, in to face the Wilmington Fighting Quakers. Ladies softball, and great day for this doubleheader. A beautiful day in the neighborhood, as we say. Southwest Ohio. Kind of an unusual end to that second inning there.
So did they get it right?
Well, and the home umpire would probably have had the better advantage as far as to see whether or not that ball was.
So the home plate umpire overruled the outfield umpire? I thought he called her safe.
No, I saw the field umpire call safe, and talking about the NFL, Charlie. All this talk about what is a catch.
Yeah.
You know, that was a situation there where, you know, if the ball's caught for a certain amount of time and then dropped, is it still a catch, right? And how
Right.
long is that certain period of time? But again, after the umpires meeting, it was ruled that the play was made there at first base. Actually, it was the second baseman making that play at first base as the first baseman was charging on that bunt. I do kind of like the play, though, from Hensley. It's a gutsy play
It was.
to throw
Yeah.
a bunt down with 2 outs.
Yeah, that was
But
the second base.
almost made the play there, but Wilmington's got to be kicking themselves a little bit. Second time leaving runners at second, third.
So, English up. Shoot out to the first baseman.
That's a base hit.
Base hit this time.
Seeing eye all the way.
Your distant relative there, Charlie, with a base
right.
hit.
I'll claim her. She seems like a nice girl. Plus, she plays short. She's pretty good.
Yeah, that was a good base hit there on the first pitch. Just past the outstretched arms of Alicia Kemp, and BW has the leadoff runner on for, I believe, the
Mutt.
third straight inning.
Yeah, Mutt is up now.
Is it
and
Mutt or Mott?
I got MUTT.
It's Mott.
It's Mott,
It's
M-O-T-T.
Mott.
Okay.
M-O-T-T.
All right, pitch. Hit
And
to
this
the shortstop. Could be
It's
two.
just going to be a fielder's choice.
Yeah.
Yep, 6-4 on the runner, but a fielder's choice. They're almost turning 2 was Barber and Kemp and Pierce, but 1 out here. We've had ball put in play in the first pitch twice.
77, Haley. Owens.
So Owens coming up the bat. She walked in the first inning.
And it's almost interesting to me, Charlie, that Baldwin Wallace has been pretty aggressively trying to hit the first pitch here, especially with Shell that struggled with command. And this is a great
Yep.
bunt put down that's going to be 3-4 sacrifice bunt.
Yep.
Advance the runner.
So runner at second, and quickly
Now hitting. First
we
baseman,
have 2 outs.
number 6, Hannah Albrecht.
And she popped out to the third baseman last time.
34 space SAC space BU. Advance the runner.
First pitch is a ball to Albrecht. So runner at second. 2 out. Ball's
Just
hit.
off the end of the bat here. Going to be a tough play for Barber, but she makes it 6-3.
Yep.
And that's going to retire the inning. So I believe, Charlie, for the third straight inning, Baldwin Wallace gets the leadoff runner on base. Had an error in the first, a walk in the second, or was the walk with 1 out?
The walk was with 1 out.
Okay,
in the
gotcha.
second. Yep.
Okay. My mistake. So, but either way, Baldwin Wallace has threatened all 3 innings
Yep.
and only 1 unearned run. Have the Yellow Jackets scored through 3.
So another hit that inning. That gives them 3 hits on the day. And coming up for Wilmington will be Kemp, Pierce, and Burkhart. So this game's moving right along pretty good.
It is.
You had to say it, Charlie. You had to say it.
Well, Rick will be wanting extra innings.
Broadcaster's jinx now. So this is going to be a 35-minute.
I like extra innings and
This
overtime.
is going to be a 35-minute bottom of the third, but if that is the case, it likely means that Wilmington is scoring a decent amount of runs.
That's
There
right.
you go,
And that's
see?
all we
So
care.
not going to complain. It must
you
be
go.
getting a little bit chilly, though. We see a couple players. You had Barber that had her sort of jacking on in the second inning there
Yeah.
at shortstop. And now Baldwin Wallace, believe that's second baseman with the jacket on.
That's first base.
First base.
Yeah. Yep, Albrecht. Yeah, because she just made the last out.
Now
So
hitting.
this is Kemp.
Alicia Kemp going to lead off for the Quakers in the bottom of the third.
Alicia Kemp.
So we got Kemp, Pierce, and Burkhart. Kemp hit by pitch first time up. Pierce hit a double to right center, and Burkhart K'd. First pitch is a foul. Let's give him a proper burial. There we go.
A lot of
All right.
flies in this press box. Excuse
Under
me
your-
while we're
your- yeah.
swatting them.
Well, they come out when it gets warm.
First pitch was a strike. Second one's hit.
There's a good
Base
hit there
rip.
for Kemp.
What a rip.
Leadoff runner on base here. And now you got decision time for Coach Floyd. You got Pierce who hit the double. Have the leadoff runner on. Kemp's got decent wheels, Charlie. You think a bunt gets put down? My vote is no.
No.
I think they'll let Pierce swing here.
I would agree.
I would. The only thing I might do is maybe like a little hit and run.
Put the runner in motion.
Yeah.
Pierce with the best walk-up song for sure. Boston.
Well, and I'm going to tell you what, Pierce hit the ball last time right over the second baseman.
Peace of
So,
mind. We are on the radio station. There's a classic rock alternative, correct?
That's right.
So
That's right. And Boston.
little bit of soft rock there, but Peace of Mind, one of the best songs by Boston. Rest in peace, Brad Delp, the lead singer, passed away a couple years ago. Here's the bunt now, and
Yep.
that's a pretty good one.
goes for. Well,
foul ball.
And Albrecht cut that one a little bit close, don't you think? There, picking that ball up the first
Yeah.
baseline, but
Yeah, it was close. She did wait, though. I mean, but you're right.
so interesting. Pierce swinging away on one and then put a bunt down on two. So now you're 0-2.
So you should choke up and protect. Just make
Yeah.
contact.
Try to advance the runner to second base, right?
Make contact.
And
And
there's that
she
high
strikes
fastball
out.
again. I was about to say it. Wilmington not seeing that pitch well. It must be a pretty good rise ball there from Mott.
right.
They're seeing it on the upper outside corner and just rising up to the shoulder area. See if
Burkhart Cade in the first.
Mariah Yaya Burkhart can
Ball down low. Nice
get
stop.
a hit here.
Nice stop by the catcher. Frignano.
And
Another
Burkhart
bunt.
shows bunt.
Oh,
That's
It's
a
going
good
to be a
one.
tough
bunt.
play. That's a base hit.
Oh, they throw it back to second.
She's safe.
All
Yep.
right.
So that's just a single BU for bunt.
That was a nice bunt. She just dropped it. It dead.
Yeah, and Kemp almost got caught there, making an aggressive round to third. Slides back, and now Krager comes up.
So runners at first and second. Krager up. She struck out the first time.
Number 5, Megan.
So that's what I'm talking about. Just put the ball in play.
Well,
Make them do something.
Now we got a mound visit here for Baldwin Wallace. I think probably trying to set the defense there on those bunts. That's my guess. Coach Floyd and assistant coach Alan King Jr. talking to Burkhart
See a
Krager.
representative from New York? No.
No, not the same. No.
No comeback, Mitch. Come on.
No.
Okay. Just checking.
Charlie's trying to bait you, Mitch. Don't take it.
Alan King's half the man he used to be.
Alan King, he does a fine.
I mean that in a good
Basketball
way.
game for
He's
us.
lost a lot of
I was
weight.
going to say he's also an assistant women's basketball coach with
Right.
head coach Jerry Sheevy in his second stint doing that. He did that, I think, from 2006, 2007. I like to give Coach King a little bit of crap. His last game in his first stint was a loss to my alma mater, Calvin College, in 2007 at Fred Risk Arena.
Listen to that.
A little bit of trivia there.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if the
You want some
Fighting
D3
Quakers.
trivia, Charlie? I'm the guy to talk to.
Well, you bring it on. I won't know any of it, but you bring it on. I can guess. Runners at first and second. One out. Another bunt. That's going to advance both the runners, and that's what it does. Good
so
sacrifice.
5-4, I believe, or 3. No, 4.
5-4, I think, wasn't it? Yeah.
Now
Yes, 5-4 sack
Shortstop.
bunt.
Number 20, Haley.
And look what we got here, Charlie. Just like the first 2 innings, runners at second and third.
2 outs. And Barber just popped out to the first baseman the first time up.
See if Barber can bring in these ducks that are on the pond. Cuts and misses it again. It's that high rise ball. That one more
Right.
looked like a changeup to me. But,
Yep.
but up and away has been the theme for Mott's plan of attack against the right-handed bats of the Quakers.
Foul tip. Down 0-2, though.
That was quick. Got her in a hole. I'm sure she's thinking of going to right field, so she's going to try to jack it that way.
I'd say just make some contact. And strike 3.
Boy.
I tell you what's going on with
not
her,
a,
though.
Not a great at bat there for Barber.
Well, she's fallen into that trap of not watching the ball. If you watch her head, when you're watching that pitch come in, your head's this way. When that ball comes in, her head has to go toward the bat, meets the ball. And her head is just staying right there. It's not watching the ball.
So for the third consecutive inning, runners stranded at second and third. So 6 left on base for Wilmington. All have been in scoring position.
Mitch, there was a guy named Ted Williams played baseball years ago.
Yeah, he had
I'm sure.
406 in 1941.
There used to be, though, they used to do these fun, like, little games of the week things, like This Week in Baseball.
Sure.
Well, they had Ted Williams on there one time, and they pine-tarred his bat up. And just to show you how good this guy's vision was, the pitcher would throw the ball, Williams would hit it, and he could tell you whether he hit it across one seam, 2 seams, or no seams. And they did this like on 10 different pitches. He got them all right. That's how well that man could see. Think about that a second. Ball coming in that fast, and he could tell you whether he hit it across the seams, the wide part of the seams.
So here's a baseball trivia question for you, Charlie. Ted Williams hit 406 in 1941. What other crazy thing in baseball happened in 1941?
You
Not
weren't
sure.
born that
I
year,
wasn't
were you,
born
Charlie?
I wasn't either.
Second baseman.
I don't know.
Joe DiMaggio's 56-game hit streak
Okay, was
also
that
came in
41?
1941, which is the same year again that Ted Williams was the last man to hit over 400 for a year. I know that Tony Gwynn was very close with the Padres during that strike-shortened season,
Yep.
and a lot of people think he would have gotten there. Was that, I don't know if that's 94, 96. It was in the mid-90s at some point.
First pitch to Kozik is a strike.
Which OAC team has the most national championships in baseball? Charlie, there's trivia question number 1 for you. This is
I
a
have
very
no
very
idea.
easy answer. 1-4 retired. Good job there by Grace fielding her position.
I don't
Now
know.
hit.
If I was guessing,
Center fielder.
Oh, come on.
Number 4.
I have. Do you have any clue?
I
He's
have no
asking
Easy
me.
answer.
I would say it would be one of the big
The
three.
Etta Express, Marietta College.
Oh, really?
Don Shalley, longtime coach. Yeah, they won. Oh, I think they've won 5 or 6 national championships.
Really?
Has Marietta College in baseball. Yeah,
Huh.
yeah, one of the premier programs in the country.
Ball 1 to Leach.
Had a guy in the mid '90s named Matt DeSalvo, who's K per 9 for his career, which was almost 500 innings, was almost 18.
Wow.
So struck out almost 2 out of every 3 batters. Matt DeSalvo was his name. Look him up sometime.
Now, there was a kid from Wilmington College, I think, when I went here that actually played for Detroit. I can't
So
think of
that
his
was
name.
back in 1941, right?
No, that would have been like in the 80s, or early 80s. He might have been when I was here, or maybe just a little bit after I was here. I wish I could think of his name. I can still picture his baseball card. You guys know who I'm talking about?
Why would they know, Charlie? They're
Well, because they play on the baseball team. Strike 1, 3 balls, 1 strike.
Take sign was on the way totally there.
Man, I gotta think about that.
ask Google.
Because I had his baseball card at one time. I probably still do it. I might have a couple of them.
Probably still have the bubble gum in it too.
Good pitch there from Shell.
Yeah, she thought she
Full
had the
count.
walk.
This is Leach up. She did walk the first time.
Current Detroit Tigers pitcher Jordan
Pat
Zimmerman
Austin.
went to
Pat Austin.
the University of Wisconsin Stevens Point.
Ooh, that was a
Good play by Alicia Kemp there.
Yep.
that ball that she hit was right. I mean, it was almost coming at her, and she managed to fight it off and still at least put it in play.
Now hit it.
There you go, Mitch. Look up Pat
Number
Austin
3, Abby.
for Wilmington College.
Austin.
Pat Austin. Then there's a guy that played in the USFL from Wilmington College, Gary Worthy. Ball. And he's got a football card out when the USFL had football cards out. Gary Worthy.
And you have that card?
Yeah, he was
No, I
drafted
need to
by
get
he
it.
was drafted by the Detroit Tigers in the 5th round from Wilmington College, as you said, in 1986.
5-3. That's 3 up, 3 down. isn't it?
Never made the major leagues. Looks
Never
like he made
made it.
AAA for a couple games with the Toledo Mud Hens, but other than that, no. But back to this game, good to see Grace Shell sort of settle down, and that was a pretty quick inning
So
there
he
for
never
Wilmington.
made it to the Tigers then.
He did not.
He did have his own baseball card, which I thought was pretty cool. What year did he graduate from Wilmington?
1986.
Yeah, okay. See, I graduated 82.
You
so
probably have your own baseball card with us, don't you, Charlie?
No.
Well, we're going to have to make baseball cards for our broadcast crew.
Yeah, we need
What
to
do you
do that.
think? Yeah. Broadcast crew baseball cards.
There you go. But we have to ask the all-important question on the backs.
Are you related to Bill Mahanes?
Hey, Mitch, you haven't answered that.
Yeah.
Are you related to Bill Mahanes?
He's shaking his head no. Okay.
Are you sure? So we got Bowles, Hooper, and Hooper coming up. And Bowles had a base hit right up the middle last time. And Hooper had a base hit, and Savannah Hooper
Now hit
Cade.
it. Third baseman.
So we'll see if they can get
Number
something
2.
going here.
Kendall. Bowles.
1-1, bottom of 4.
Let's see if the Fighting Quakers can break out of their streak of leaving runners at second and third. Did so the first 3 innings.
Pitch on its way. Ball 1.
Sort of tailed away there.
Any of you guys have house shunk for any courses? Art teacher? I noticed he won something out on Ace. It has his name up there.
What were you going to?
I don't know what he
Pass
won.
that
Boy, 2 pitches really high here.
I
Bowles
was going to tell him to give him a hard time. He won
Bowles
something
up
at Ace.
Bowles up 2-0 now.
Yep. 2 balls, no strikes. And she had a shot the first inning. Remember, she drilled one to center the first.
It was not
Or
the
the
first
second
inning.
inning.
It was
Second inning. Her first at bat. Yeah. Yep. 3 balls. Yeah, her first at bat. My fault. Three balls, no strikes.
Take.
Oh, I
Take is
would.
on for sure.
And it
Good
was.
pitch. Yep. She'll take 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
I'd tell her to be choosy here.
Yeah.
She's
Don't-
got to come to
don't
you
swing
three
it.
straight times.
Yeah, don't swing at a.
Don't swing at that high heat.
It's tempting though.
There's another
That
base
makes
hit for
sense.
Bowles.
Oh,
2
great.
for 2. Again, came in. She was 3 for 33 on the season. Is now 2 for 2 in this game.
There you go, Mitch. You got her lit up.
The catcher. Number
Sawyer
24,
Hooper's likely going to bunt
Sawyer.
Bowles over here, I'm going to guess. And I got to think back, Charlie. I don't know if Wilmington has beaten Baldwin Wallace this academic year in a head-to-head sport. Is not
Really?
Lacrosse did not win. Football did not win. I'll have to double check on soccer's. Volleyball did not. Basketball did not.
Foul out of play.
So BW's had the better of us here in 2017-18.
Somebody beat him.
Women's soccer beat BW. Thank you, Melanie Hall, on the women's soccer player for Coach Steve Spurk.
Another visit to the mound.
Yeah,
here.
another visit to the mound. This is interesting for Baldwin Wallace.
Saying something that maybe.
You know she's going to bunt, play up. That's what he should
Yeah.
be saying.
Yeah.
He could have yelled that out from the dugout, though. Yeah. I mean, seriously.
And it's interesting now, Charlie, with the MLB rules, you can only mound visit 6 times in a game. I don't know if you knew that this year. That's
Yeah,
new
I
this
knew
year.
there's change.
I know baseball's had its fair share of issues trying to speed the game up, and one of them is you can only have 6 in the Major League Baseball. You can only have 6 mound visits that are not to pull a pitcher in a game. Remember, it used to be you could have 1 an inning
Yeah.
per pitcher, and now you'll get 6. Period.
But the second visit, they're gone.
Correct. The mound visits, it doesn't count for the 6 if you go and pull the pitcher. It's only if you, like this, where you do not pull the pitcher.
So, runner at first. 1 strike on the batter.
It's also interesting to do a visit to the mound in the middle of an at-bat. I always found that peculiar.
Yeah, you'd think that they'd wait until.
Could be he just saw something. He
That's
didn't
what
like
I was
what
thinking.
going on.
He saw something and he's calling her attention to it.
Bunts on, bunt does not get down.
Foul, though.
0-2.
I wasn't checking her feet, but another
I'm
thing,
gonna-
if you're going to bunt, you need to have your feet
I'm going to
way
bet
up.
that I'm going to bet that Sawyer's going to throw a bunt down with 2 strikes here.
She's one of the better bunters on the team.
Okay, now if I'm bunting though, my feet are up there toward the front line. I know she might be
No.
slapping, which she does there.
Yeah.
Well, same purpose.
Yep.
That's 6-3. But runner does advance. So runner at second with 1 out. Here's Savannah Hooper stepping up.
Now hitting. Left fielder. Number 12, Savannah Hooper.
I like that delivery there.
So
from our
3.96
announcer
GPA.
here. He's practicing for the big time. I can just tell.
Mr. Schwa.
Mr. Schwa.
Savannah Hooper, 3.96 grade point average. Biology major, chemistry minor.
Foul ball, out of play. Did you have an average in college?
A grade point average? I did, yes. It was not great, but I did have one. I did indeed have one. Not proud of it.
Well, that's all right. Join the club.
Just
Too
messing
much
with
fun
you,
in
Mitch.
college.
Ball low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Although I don't know why I say that because Wright State's not really.
The old, Charlie, I came from Earlham College, and the broadcaster at Earlham Radio Troy always used to say, I had a 4.0 in college, 1 for each year.
There you go. There you go. I have to remember that. That's good.
That's really good.
Yep. I see. I graduated. I was in the Green Key. I don't know if they still have it. They still have the Green Key Honor Society. I was in it.
Yeah, well, you're a suck up.
I
So what can we say?
was like one of those cum laudes. I wasn't the magna or super. I was the whatever, just the normal cum laude.
There's another ball low here, so Savannah working the count again. You remember her last at bat.
She was
second and third with 1 out, and Savannah struck out on probably a 11 to 12 pitch at bat. See if this result's a little bit different for the senior.
3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch is on its way. And it's
That is
fair.
down, not in a great spot, so Bowles is going to have to stay at third. It is a double, though, so very rare you see a double that does not score a runner from second, but it was just hit over the third baseman's head, right down that third baseline, And Savannah Hooper's in
Right fielder.
at second base with a stand-up double. And what do we have here again, Mr. Hargrave and Mr. Phillips?
Second and third.
Second and third. That's been the nemesis of the Fighting Quakers this game. Hensley up, only one out again.
All right, I'm going out on a limb. I think we're going to score.
She struck out and had a fielder's choice to the first base.
Put the ball in play, right, Charlie, as you would say?
Exactly.
And there it
And
is.
that is a gapper.
That's going to
That's
score
gonna
2 runs.
2 runs, yes.
Yeah, Gapper is
yeah.
in. Stand-up double for Michaela Hensley, and the Quakers take a 3-1 lead. Coach Floyd loving it there down the third baseline. Again, you had Kendall Bowles, who came in 3 for 33, now 2 for 2 to lead off. Got over to second base on a ground out from Sawyer Hooper, a stand-up double from Savannah Hooper, and then almost exactly in the spot that Allison Pierce hit that RBI double in the first inning, really, that hole in right center field, and now Wilmington on top 3-1 in the fourth.
Just call me the Wilmington medium.
That's right. You were on that one. You were.
Kemp with a healthy cut and miss there.
Yeah, she was fooled.
And she took her head completely off the ball.
Yeah.
She's looking down the third base line.
She's even smiling. She knew what she did.
She got fooled. She's wanting to hit another one like that. She does hit the third baseman. Throw over,
boy.
and it's a
Too
bad
high.
throw.
Yeah, that's an error.
So we're going to have a run, I think, score.
Yep. And no play at the plate, so that's going to be an error.
Heads up. Heads up.
E5. Alicia Kemp is actually going to take second base on that throw, and another run crosses.
Mitch has to escape over
We're
there.
going to have to give him a little hat rack for his
First base.
when he takes it off.
14. Allison.
So, Quakers, they got some home cooking going on here in the bottom of the
3-run
fourth inning.
yeah.
Yeah, this is great.
One out, still runner at second. They're not done yet. Pierce is
Well, the
up.
fans love it, that's for sure.
Pierce is up. She doubled in the first. Fouled out play. That's another one going back into Rays Creek. Oh, that's a Masters. Different sport, sorry.
Yeah. Do you have any favorite for the Masters?
I'd like
That's
to see
right.
it.
And if he does that, he's 3 strokes down right now. And if he does that, then he will be the 6th person to complete that sweep, that grand slam, so to speak.
Who did she say?
Spieth.
Nah, I don't like Spieth. I like Rory McIlroy.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, that is McElroy that would do that.
Yeah,
she
Royal-
likes George.
yeah.
I know why she likes Spieth.
Oh, because he's hot. All right, here we go.
Watch the car.
Oh, that was close to the old Ford Outback. No balls, 2 strikes.
Charlie, did you have them bring you over in one of those little carts?
No, I'm parked up there.
I know. I saw where you parked. I just wondered if you caught a ride on the cart.
No, I got a ball hit on my car that one was driving by.
Well, that wouldn't matter.
Nah, not really.
Your car's in worse shape than mine.
Nah, I don't know about that.
I'd like
Foul
to point
back.
out a good point you made, Rick, that eventually when you put pressure like that on both a pitcher and a defense, eventually you're going to come through.
Right.
It's only a matter of time, and a big hit there from Hensley, and then you have the error, and now you have the best hitter all year, Allison Pierce, up with a runner in scoring position, and still only 1 out in this inning.
2 strikes though on her.
Ooh, she
And
had to
there,
lay off
you
that
saw
one.
Charlie for one of. I mean, that was a changeup, not
Yep.
a rise ball, but for the one of the few times in this game with 2 strikes,
They laid
Wilmington
off that,
laid off
yeah.
that pitch up and away.
It was hard. She was
Oh,
wanting
yeah.
to swing.
And she does.
That's
going to
be a base hit. Yep, not going to be able to make that play. Runner does not advance, but a base hit for Allison Pierce. So she's either 2 for 2 or 2 for 3.
2 for 3.
2 for 3 with a strikeout. And here comes Mariah Burkhart with runners on first and second. I believe we're maybe one more hit away from a pitching change for Baldwin Wallace.
I
That's
would
my
agree.
guess.
Yeah, I would agree. If there is another
Yeah,
hit,
we've already had 1 visit to the mound this inning, correct? So the second, as soon as BW member from the coaching staff comes out, that'll be it.
well, let's see if we can do that.
For Motts.
1 for 2 is
Burkhart.
Burkhart. Yep. Let's see. First pitch is a strike.
Other update from OAC, Marietta leading Capital 1-0 in baseball. As Mariah will follow this one out of play, so down 0-2. the Etta Express, as they call themselves, coming to Tewksbury Delaney Field on a week from yesterday. Take on the Fighting Quakers.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And these Fighting Quakers softball team will be at Marietta. Make the haul across the state.
Ball's popped up.
Pop.
That's
Foul
going to be
ball, yep.
FF2, foul out to the catcher. Those of you scoring at home, so now 2 outs, and Megan Krager steps up.
We're going to do a quick ID here.
106.9 WZAA LP, Jeffersonville.
Krager up.
All right.
She has struck out and had a sacrifice. She hit the third baseman last time. 2 outs, runners first and second. Need a base hit here. No balls, 1 strike.
And honestly, if you're Mott, this would be pretty big to get out of this inning. I mean, you've already had an error. You've had 2 earned runs score, 1 unearned run score. Every further run score will be unearned because the inning should be over. There's a good pitch on the outside part of the plate for Mott. So 0-2 now on Krager. Going to have to dig in here, as you said, Charlie, choke up and try to put a ball in play. Anything hitting the outfield will likely score Kemp from second, as she'll be taking off with 2 outs. Krager will cut and miss 3 pitches, and that'll do it. But a pretty big inning for Wilmington. 3 runs across the plate again, 2 on the RBI double from Michaela Hensley, and 1 on the throwing error from Baldwin Wallace. So it'd be Wilmington 4 and BW 1 after 4 complete.
2 left on base. The end of 4 innings, score Baldwin Wallace 1, Wilmington 4.
2 left on base again, but not second and third this time.
Right. We've got fans everywhere. This is a great crowd, Charlie.
Yep.
That's what I like to see. But we've got more coming in.
Yep. Wilmington's had 9 hit attack today, 4 runs.
Yeah,
And,
a lot of offense.
you know, have the top of the order coming up for Baldwin Wallace. We got Boladovic, Minor, and English. Boladovic is over 0 for 2. Minor is 0 for 2. And English is 1 for 2.
And this is always, Charlie, I think a pretty big inning when you're a pitcher and you got some run support. You've sort of sat on the bench a little bit longer than usual. You had a longer inning there. Pretty big to sort of continue your success and establish that strike zone early in the count.
Yeah, be a nice 1, 2, 3. That
Now
would do it.
hitting, DP,
Yeah.
number 22, Alexis Boldovic.
So Boldovic coming up. First pitch, fouled into the creek.
Hargrave Creek, as we've been calling
Yeah,
it.
Hargrave Creek.
It is.
Yeah.
We're going to name it after you, Charlie, since
Hargrave Creek. Hey, nothing else has ever been named after me.
Which I don't know if you realize that means you have to go swimming and get all the balls at the end. That's your honorary
No.
duty.
We'll let the little kids go do that.
that
No
one
balls,
was
2
low, and
strike.
He called it.
Yeah, I agree with you, Rick. Pitch looked a little bit low to me, but
He's getting
0-2
cold.
now.
He's getting cold. It's all right.
No balls, 2 strikes. One of the rare times that Grace Shell has been up 0-2. Haven't said that much yet today.
Oh!
And
Got
cut
her,
miss, and
chasing
that was
one.
that pitch up and away.
That was nice.
3 pitches, 3
completely
outs.
fooled.
1/3 of the way to the perfect inning.
Yep.
Now hitting, third baseman, number 1, Sammy Minor.
She is flown out to right and to short. First pitch is up.
Oh, there goes the perfect inning.
Ball 1.
Sorry, Grace.
Just trying to get her to chase it.
That
A little bit low, probably.
Yep.
On that one.
Looked like
or
it's
outside.
outside. Too.
Yeah.
2
Little
balls,
outside
no
on the edge of the
strikes.
plate. And I'm not really in the best position to judge that because I'm off to the side, but it looked outside.
3-0 now.
3-0.
Looked like an off-speed pitch there, missed up.
Just lay it in there. Let your defense help you out.
That's
here.
right. Yeah. Nobody's on base.
Even if she hits it out of the park, doesn't matter. Yep, and she just takes four
Ball
misses
four.
from Grace Shell, and leadoff runner on for Baldwin Wallace. Or sorry, not leadoff runner, with one out. Forgot that first at bat was so quick.
Shortstop, number 2, Erica. English.
This is my cousin. No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
so Charlie, what did your cuz do this?
She has flown out to first and popped out to first, and she had a base hit last time, right
Yep.
center.
Yep. Just past the outstretched arms of Alicia Kemp, remember
That's
it
right,
as well.
that's right.
And she
Whoa.
swings in the first pitch again.
Wow.
Just foul there for English. That was not missed by much.
She was camping on it, so she was ready.
Not missed by much. And she's, I don't know if you remember the first two at-bats, Charlie, but pretty aggressive their swing on the first pitch.
Yep.
It's interesting. You see some players that never, ever do that and some people that do it often.
Ball thrown down to first. Nothing going on there.
Think about some baseball players like Gary Sheffield or Joe Mauer that swing at the first pitch like less than 2% of the time,
All right.
and others that'll just grip it and rip it right away.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball's hit the right field. Should be caught.
Oh,
And it is.
Little basket catch there from Hensley.
yeah.
Two
Well,
down.
She was headed out thinking that maybe it was a little
Yeah,
further out.
I agree, Rick. Did not have a great read off the bat.
Right, then she had to
but
come back
recovered
in.
to make the play.
That's
so here
right.
comes
That's all
Mott.
that counts.
Charlie, what has Mott done today
She
so
has
far?
doubled in the first inning and grounded out to the shortstop. Actually, it's a fielder's choice. So
You're right, it was a fielder's choice,
shortstop,
so-
shortstop needs to be
1
ready.
for 2.
Left center. 1 ball. I'd be shading my center fielder more that way. Pop up, out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Both pitches been on the outside part of the plate thus far. Here comes a third outside. This one caught plate. Mott shaking her head, doesn't seem to agree, but 1 and 2 now.
Oh, he called that a strike.
He
He
did
called
call
it
it
a
a strike,
strike.
yep,
Yeah,
he
another
did.
one that looked a little iffy.
Delayed call, but good enough.
Foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's so interesting how that one pitch can change the whole complexion of the at-bat because now if you're Mott, you have to protect, right? And
Yeah.
that pitch that was clearly up, she had to swing and foul off.
Right.
Yeah, I'm surprised that guy called that one as a strike. I already had it marked as a ball. Pitch on its way. And she hits it foul down the left field line.
Once again, trying to protect.
If you're Shell, I wonder if you come
Inside.
I wonder if you come inside with like a curve ball or drop ball or something. Splitter, something like that. Something with a splitter type movement, I should say. And
I would try to keep it inside. You might handcuff her and
I'd throw it up about her eyes.
well, let's see what she
Because
does.
if she does throw it about her
nope,
eyes.
outside again. Outside and low. About the exact opposite place that our coach Hargrave suggested the ball.
Yeah, and you notice it didn't do them any good. Throw that thing up above their eyes. And, you know, if they hit it, most not likely, what are they going to do? They're going to pop up.
And there's the
There
pitch
it
up,
is,
like you
right
said.
there.
And that's
Over.
Should have been caught, but
Yep.
it wasn't.
yep.
So we got a run that's going to score. That should have been the third
Yeah,
out of
that's
the inning.
that's going to be E7. Ball was hit pretty hard, but it was definitely playable for Savannah Hooper there in left field. The official statistic manual for Division III says ordinary effort.
Right.
So as a statistician, if you deem it as ordinary effort to make the play, which I would say that definitely
Yeah,
was
there
the
was
case,
nothing. There was nothing out
then
of the
it's
ordinary.
an error. So that will be an unearned run.
And it's 4-2 here.
4-2.
In the top
Runner
of
at
the
second.
fifth.
Tying run now to the plate. That's a play that Savannah Hooper will make 9 times out of 10 is not an earned run.
Yeah. Well,
We
the
have
sky
a
is
pinch
very
hitter.
high.
We have a pinch hitter, and I don't know who it is because
No, we have a pinch runner.
a
yeah.
pinch runner. Excuse me. There is a brown jacket on the runner of Baldwin Wallace, and
So that will be
I'm going to go find
runner
out
Doe,
here
runner Doe or Smith.
who is on second base.
Well, that sounds like a comedy skit there, Charlie.
What's that?
Who's
on
on
second? Yeah. What's on first?
All right.
I don't know who's on third.
All right.
So we got 2 outs, a run in, 4-2.
Let's get this out. And
Yeah, that should have been caught.
well, the sky is very high, and she might have been looking into the sun.
Now hitting. Right fielder. Number 77, Haley Owens.
As the sun is behind us and would be in the left fielder's eyes.
Owens has walked and had a sacrifice to the first baseman. First pitch is a ball.
Scott word about the pinch runner. They're not helping us out at second base. It's Renata Russo, number 13 for BW, and now at second base.
Russo.
Yeah.
Renata Russo.
Ball's hit up
Popped
in the air.
up.
Should be caught.
There we go.
There
P4, that'll do it.
That's what we needed. Just what the doctor ordered.
And it looks like I saw the
At the end of
coach
the
for
yellow
Baldwin
jacket,
Wallace saying re-entry.
Re-enter, yeah. Well,
There.
that's the pitcher they had out there, Mott.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, 4-2.
And you're listening to CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports, and WZAA 106.9 LPFM in Jeffersonville, Ohio. Once again, a shout out to all our friends up there in BW land. We thank you for tuning into the broadcast and hope you're enjoying our broadcast of the first game of a doubleheader here at Wilmington College. And, of course, any Fighting Quaker alumni out there, we know we've got one that follows us as far as in Orlando. And did we clear that with your wife?
Re-enter.
Okay, all right.
Re-enter, he's just saying.
I still want to ask him about those gloves.
You called it earlier. You said why he was doing it.
Well, I don't know, but he must get cold hands or something because he's got the short shirt sleeves and everything, so he's not cold, at least as far as this upper half of his body. But
Probably just forgot his coat and has gloves.
is that it? Okay,
That's what I'm going with.
all right. Well,
Number 20, Haley Barber.
She is 0 for 2 today with a pop out to the first baseman and a strikeout. So we got 7, 8, 9 coming up.
so BW picking up another run that inning, so it
Yep,
is 4-2.
Yes.
So 1 strike. First pitch is in there for a strike. One ball, 1 strike. Next pitch on its way. Just a little outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Barber. Been a good game so far. 4-2. Quakers on top. Barber is 0 for 2. Pitch. Foul straight back. Hey, you guys didn't jump that time.
No, they're getting better
Did
now.
they jump?
Just a flinch. Just a flinch.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Big deep breath on the mound. Pitch coming in. And that's hit.
She
to
went
right
with it.
field. And it's
That's
fair.
down the line.
That could turn into 3. We'll see. She's going to take. No. She held her up at second. Nice hit.
That was a nice hit. Yeah, she went with it and results in a double.
Yep, no outs. And Bowles up. And Bowles is 2 for 2 today.
Third baseman, number 2, Kendall Bowles.
So potential run in scoring position there for Kendall.
Oh, it did that earlier too.
Has it done it with innings too?
First pitch is a strike. Runner at second.
Good eye.
Yeah, good eye. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She let, once again, that's our pitcher's favorite pitch there, and she stayed off it.
1 ball, 1 strike.
But this is the second or third time they've been up to see her.
Right,
so.
third time around. Oh, hitter. Here, right in the middle of the back.
Probably one of the better places to get hit if you're going to get hit, rather than on an elbow or a knee or your head.
Now hitting the catcher, number 24, Sawyer.
And she has got a base hit and grounded out to the shortstop. And we have another visit to the mound.
That's going to be it. Yep, he's indicating to the going to be putting someone new in.
So that'll be the end of the day for Mott.
So Mott finishes.
She pitches 4 complete. No outs yet here in the 5th.
Gives up 4 runs, but let's see.
2 of those were unearned. I
right,
believe.
so only 2 earned runs.
Mitch, did we make you mad? He
No.
ran away from us.
He's going over in case the ball gets fouled back. He's going to catch it.
Number 7 or 2? 7.
7. So
I wouldn't say it yet because they may switch them around. 7 may be going somewhere else, and somebody else may be coming in. Not likely, but it's a possibility.
Umpire writes it in his book.
Yeah. You want me to announce the pitch though, correct?
Not yet.
Oh, I mean, when?
Does look like it's going to be 7, though, so you're right there.
Just wait till he puts his book away.
Now
Okay.
pitching for the Yellow Jackets.
Nikki Turner.
Number 7, Nikki Turner.
Nikki Turner pitching for Baldwin Wallace now.
Her numbers 3-1, 35 innings pitched, 5.94 earned run average, 31 walks, and 15 strikeouts. So the walk to strikeout ratio is not great here for Turner.
One of our broadcasters, Zach Bayless, just turned 20.
Is that our Florida boy?
That's right. He and his twin sister. Zach is a member of the Gators defending Division I baseball team down in Florida, obviously.
Only the best here, Mitch. Only the best.
That's right. Yeah. Yep.
2 on, no outs. Got to think that Sawyer Hooper's going to be putting some sort of bunt down here.
Yep.
If you're Coach Floyd, this is the bottom of the 5th inning, you're 6 outs away. You got to think that getting these 2 insurance runs in.
At least pick up 1. You lost 1 last half inning.
Yeah,
Yep.
that would be good.
Everybody's playing up.
And she offers strike 1.
Oh, that one got
Charlie
me that time.
move.
I jumped that time. No balls, 2 strikes.
And again, quickly, when trying to put a bunt down, Sawyer Hooper in the hole 0-2.
That was right there.
It was. You could have caught it.
Oh,
And this gonna
that
be-
might drop. No,
wow.
she's out.
And that's a double play.
Wow.
Yep.
Yep. So
Nice
that's
defense by Baldwin Wallace there.
Hands up.
So that's F7 to 6 or 4? 4. F7 4 space DP and then X on the runner at second base.
So quickly, 2 outs now.
Yeah,
Number
just
12,
just when we thought we had a little rally going here, I'm going to add maybe a run.
Yeah. And the left fielder caught that ball several feet on the infield, playing
Yep.
that shallow against Sawyer Hooper.
Yep. Well, they're not playing much deeper here. Center fielder's only 3 or 4 steps out. Savannah up.
Oh, okay.
Ball.
No advance.
Looked like a little bowling. It looked like a little Joe Davis action there.
It did.
If you're Baldwin Wallace, that's all you can ask for, really. I mean, getting a double play. I don't blame Kendall Bowles there. She was not that far off. Just really good read there from
The
left fielder
yep.
for BW, Abby Thompson.
3-0.
But again, you can see, as I was saying with this pitcher Turner, 31 walks in 35 and 1/3 innings and only 15 strikeouts. So a little bit erratic,
Oh, he called that a strike.
but
Looked outside.
That was close.
see if Savannah Hooper can get on base and advance Bowles to second. That wasn't Bowles, that was Barber that got thrown out at second.
Yep, full count.
See, that ball was about in the same place, it looked like.
We called each of them a strike.
Did he call that a strike,
Yeah,
too?
yeah. Full count.
So,
And that's going to be a base hit.
There we
Yep.
go.
Wow, center fielder almost
ball.
threw up,
Yep.
threw out. So that's actually going to be a single and then an error on the center fielder that advances Kendall Bowles to third base. So a single and then E8. Center fielder tried to almost scoop and throw out Bowles there because, again, she's playing so shallow because Savannah Hooper likes to, slap and that kind of stuff. Hensley coming up now. Runners on the corners.
Michaela Hensley.
She's 1 for 3 with a double. Be nice to get a base hit, get this insurance run in.
that was a riser.
Yep. 1 ball. That was a throwing error, yeah.
So, runners on the corners.
Pitch on its way. Oh,
Steal.
Steal. Yep. No throw attempt down.
So, is that indifference? What do they call it?
Pretty much, yeah. No attempt. Well, I mean, they could probably still award her a steal.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it is stolen base. All right, runners at second, runners at third. 2 out.
Base hit. Gets 2 in.
Inside.
Nope. You called that
called
a
a
strike.
strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
He needs to brush the plate off a little. Well, it's covered with dirt.
3 balls, 1 strike. Hensley at the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runners second and third.
Oh, that was a good pitch, too.
Looked like a curveball. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Kind of locked her up.
That was one of the better pitches I've seen this pitcher pitch.
Oh, she just came in, yeah.
Yeah.
Hammered right at the third base dugout. Foul. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner. So it's second and third. Been an interesting inning. We had a double play. Had an error to lead to where we're at here. Ball's fouled again.
She's hacking away. Keeps fouling them off.
Not sure where her feet are in the box. Might be telling her to scoot up if she's not already up. Try to straighten something out here.
I think we're eating more of the snacks than we're actually selling. Do you think, Charlie?
I just got a pop so far. I will nab me some M&Ms here in a little bit, though. Full count. Oh, check swing.
Excuse me.
Foul ball, luckily. Woo.
It's like it was slow motion there for a while. Everybody was looking at the ball.
Yep. So Hensley. Need to make some contact here. Get it out in the green grass somewhere.
Let's rip it. Inside. Come on.
Ooh, that was close.
I mean, it was the same place that he called the other two strikes.
That's what I mean. That was close.
Yeah, I guess too close to take, right?
So we got Kemp coming up now. She been hit by pitch, had a base hit to left field,
Number
and
23, Alicia.
she got on via an error of the third baseman. So base is loaded. Ball up. Pitch on its way. Oh, swung right through it. 1 ball, 1 strike. A lot of room opened up the middle. Ball on the ground. 2 balls, 1 strike. No place to put her. Ball's hit. That might drop.
Oh,
That nice catch by the center fielder. She had to come a long way to get that.
so at the end of 5, score 4-2. Our Fighting Quakers in the lead.
At the end of the Quakers' half of the 5th inning, 0 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 3 left on base. At the end of 5 innings, the score: Baldwin Wallace 2, Wilmington 4.
4-2. And coming up for BW is old 6, 7, 8. Albrecht, Kozik, and Leach. We sell tickets for, Mitch.
Just a reminder, the concession stand is
No, those
open
are just
behind the home
probably
press box. Just a reminder,
50-50, right, Charlie?
Heck yeah,
Or
we
as
got
we
enough
say,
people.
as we say, 50-50.
You know, Charlie and Rick, you get this feeling Wilmington with 12 hits in this game in 5 innings, up 4-2. You get the feeling like Quakers are dominating this game, yet it's still a 2-run game.
Oh, I
That's
know.
I mean, a bloop and a blast,
You're
and all
right.
of a sudden we're tie
Absolutely.
ball game.
Yeah, and
If
they are basically dominating the game.
If you're Coach Floyd, you got to be a little bit concerned about that, as I think the run left on base tally is
Oh, it's
At
2, 4,
9
6,
at least?
7, 8. No, try
11.
Try 11. Right here.
Oh, we've got an actual paying customer, maybe.
Grace
Maybe.
Shell looking to continue throwing strikes, and he's done a good job thus far. Baldwin Wallace has scored just 2 unearned runs. That's it
Albrecht over 2 as she comes up.
in this game. But again, as I said, all of a sudden a bloop and a blast if you're BW and you're in this game.
There's your bloop, but it's foul. Don't know if you're trying to be the medium here or not, Mitch.
Baseman, number 6.
Well, we've each been the medium today.
No balls, 1 strike. Ball. 1-1.
Yeah, it was way upstairs. It's an hour and 37 minutes into this game thus far, and we are through 5.
2 balls, 1 strike. That was close, though. Foul. I didn't jump that time, guys.
No, you didn't. It was a little higher, though. I did look up.
2-2. Butterbean Dean still hanging in out
He
there.
is hanging in out there.
I'm glad you didn't give him walkie-talkie
Dean got
today.
the workout last night on the field at Wilmington High School with that lacrosse.
Okay, ring her up.
Well, it was that same place, Charlie.
Yep, he likes that outside corner.
He does.
Excessive window shopping there.
Kozik coming up.
BW.
Kozik is
Second baseman.
0 for
number
2.
18, Alex Kozic.
First pitch is a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Looks like they're trying to be a little extra patient here. I think they're trying to put people on no matter.
Foul, out of play.
Didn't make it to your creek yet, Charlie.
Hargrave Creek.
Hargrave
there we go.
Creek, that's
There we
right.
go. I like it. Hey, I got something named after me. Well, if I ever hit the lottery, Mitch, I'll donate something over here.
There you
I'll
go. That's right.
A goalpost or something. I don't
A
know.
goalpost, yeah.
There we go.
Or Charlie Hargrave press box.
Yeah,
That'd
that would
be
be
all right.
good.
That
That
would
would be
be.
good.
Oh, hit right to second
Yeah,
base.
that was hit hard just to the wrong spot. Kemp, one of the best fielders for Wilmington, and 2 up, 2 down here in the 6th for BW.
And coming up is Leach, who has walked
Now
and
hitting.
grounded out the
Center
second.
fielder, number 4, Macy Leach.
I don't know which would be more expensive. They want me to donate the track over at Wilmington High School or the press box you donate here. I'd just like you to donate some restrooms. How's that?
Hey, there you go. Ball 1. That Wilmington College could use some restroom facilities.
Well, on the home side
football
of the football
especially.
stadium, yeah.
Foul away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Put that on your wish list, Mitch. There you go.
I'd just like to have an additional electrical outlet on the scoreboard clock so that I can put my Wi-Fi network in for this football season.
Nice pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yep, 1 strike
On
away from a
Leach.
1-2-3 inning here for Grace Shell in the 6th.
That's what you do here. A little change up, a little high and tight. What you guys doing?
I'm going to guess you
Outside.
throw something that's not close to the strike zone.
Foul
Unlike
ball.
that. If you're up 1 and 2,
I like throwing it right
yeah,
there.
throw
1
throw
and 2.
something that, or throw a drop ball that looks like it's at your knees and drops to your ankles.
Yeah, and on the outside edge. Yeah.
I like throwing it right up at their eyes. That way they see that big thing coming in.
Grace
Most of the
Shell has
time they
made-
can't catch up with it.
8 appearances, has 6 complete games in those 8 appearances.
That's pretty good.
Has
Good
only not
consistent.
gone the distance
Good
twice.
consistency.
And there's the one up there, Charlie. A little bit
Yep.
too far in, I think, for
Right.
Leach to offer at it. So 2 and 2 the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Went
Change
back to
up.
zeros again, didn't
Deuce
it?
is
The
wild.
scoreboard.
Change up.
Okay, we're back.
Change up. Here we go. Just threw that fastball high, and that's going to come back change up.
It's like a curve to me.
Look like a waste
But only
pitch.
3 and 2
3-2,
though.
yeah.
Don't want to get the tying run to the plate here.
No.
Third ball.
This is-
Throw something, make her hit it.
9th batter in the order. Yeah, put your infield to work. And
Strike.
Strike her out.
Yep. And that's it. That's
8th
3
batter.
outs.
Nice
So
pitch.
3 up, 3 down. Wilmington will bat in the bottom of the 6th, leading Baldwin Wallace by a score of 4-2. Again, if you just tuned in, Wilmington is left. What's the left on base count, Charlie? I think
11.
we're 11. So it
11,
was
yeah.
second, third in the first, second, and third inning, and then there were 3 in the 5th. That makes 2 in the 4th. So there's been, I think it was first and third in the 4th. So we've had a runner at third base left every single inning here for Wilmington. And Baldwin Wallace, give them credit though.
They've had 6 left on base.
Yeah, Baldwin Wallace is getting outs when it needs to. Specifically, Wilmington's average with runners in scoring position has got to be pretty low this game, I'm going to guess. I mean, we've only got 2 RBI hits. Back on the mound here for the bottom of 6 will be Nikki Turner,
Got some
looking
changes?
to keep this 2-run lead.
No, I don't
I
think
don't think we have any changes.
the
Turner
ball.
came in for Mott there in the 5th.
That's Gary Breeden. He's never met a stranger. He's a great guy. I love Gary. He's a lot of fun. I coach with Gary.
Yeah.
He's fun.
Got a big SEC fandom.
His daughter pitches for Cleveland State. Gary's does.
Yeah, he's always following them.
All right, well, here we go. Bomb the 6th, Pierce, Burkhart, and Krager.
Now hitting, first baseman.
Wonder if
14,
Krager has some nice
Allison
wheels.
Pierce.
Yep.
Oh, come on, that was funny. You guys didn't like that. Pierce. Hops it straight up.
That was close to my car. I could just see that. So,
You know when it hits your car, Dean's not going to let you live it down. So Pierce is 2 for 3 today with a K, a single and a double. We got 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch on its way. That one's out of play.
we're okay.
That one might be in my creek also. One ball, 2 strikes on Pierce. High pitch, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Girls are getting cold out there. You look at them, they all got their hands up to their mouth, blowing heat in them.
Oh, that's
Strike
caught
3.
looking. Yeah, that was looked like a curveball to me that sort of was inside that backdoor curve there.
Yep. 1 out.
Now hitting.
Actually, we're up to 40 degrees,
Number
Charlie.
30,
Tell my
Mariah
feet that.
Burkhart.
Well, at least your phone is now working and not
That's right. I'm not on 29
auto-defaulted
degrees.
at 29 degrees for 6 straight hours.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
It made it for easy broadcast there, Charlie.
Yeah, 29. It's 29 all day today, folks.
I couldn't understand. Wouldn't come off 29, but it was yesterday's temperature.
2 balls, no strikes. Three oh. Three balls, no strikes. Wow. Ball 4.
4 straight pitches.
I thought he was going to call that one a strike.
Well, most of them were fairly low, weren't they, Charlie?
Now hitting.
Krager.
Center fielder, number 5, Megan Krager.
She is over 2 with a sack. Oh, nope. We got a new hitter.
Yeah,
Pinch
pinch
hitter.
hitter. Abigail Schinkel.
Pinch hitting for Wilmington, number 25, Abby Schinkel.
Schenkel is a freshman from Xenia.
Xenia, Ohio. Wonder if she's any related to our, at all related to our storm chaser.
Oh.
And it would be on his side of the
Yeah, it
family
would be
because
on
obviously
his.
it's her married name. But
So we got 1 out, runner at first. Schenkel coming to the plate here to hit. And the pitch. Strike.
Boy, it's a really delayed call. I know,
It is.
I know, Charlie, you've mentioned that a couple times.
it's
but
like you're
waiting for a long time there.
Well, sometimes I can hear him say strike, and then he gives the signal.
Oh, that was a really bad swing. Cut and
Yep.
miss on a pitch up at. That may have been above the eyes there, Charlie.
I think it was above her head
Yeah.
almost.
That's tough coming off the bench. You're just you're not loose. You're just like, Oh, base
solid.
hit. Come right back to the base hit. Had a great pitch. I'd have threw another one up in her eyes.
All right, here comes Kaylee Barber, runners on first and second. So once again, the Quakers with multiple runners on base every inning thus far.
6 coming in to run.
Yeah, pinch runner,
2 pinch
two
runners.
pinch runners.
Hannah Albrecht and Krista Jennings coming in to run.
So I think we're getting serious about getting some additional points up on that scoreboard.
Well, I'm getting some kids in. 1 out.
hitting.
Runner at first and second.
Number 20, Kaylee Barber.
Barber had a base hit to right center last time and has struck out and flied out.
Be another good place to place it.
Yes, it would.
Huh?
Maybe get a couple runs in here.
Yeah, that would be real good. Must have been high.
Ball one. Jeez. Quakers are getting fired up over there.
They are.
Hear them in the cheering over there.
Yep. 2 balls, no strikes.
Three balls, no strikes. Surely not going to walk the bases loaded here, are you?
Well, who do we have coming up?
Bowles, who is 2 for 2 and hit by pitch. 3 balls, 1 strike. Oh, pop straight up. Be out of play.
It's not even close, Charlie. That car's over there, not over here.
I keep waiting for that. Boom.
Think it'll break my moonroof.
You never know.
I
3
don't-
balls,
I don't
2
have
strikes. Oh, okay.
Oh,
There went the GoPro.
yep. That'll make the highlight clips. Knock the charger off.
That'll be a nice video to watch.
You will.
Ball 4. So we have walked the bases loaded here.
Yeah, I tagged Dean in a video earlier this morning of similar. There was a young player fouling the ball back and smacking the camera. You could just see it shatter. It
Oh,
was shattered.
jeez.
Here comes Kendall Bowles up, who prior to this game you would not have wanted up with the bases loaded, but this game you do.
2 for 2 and a walk. Or no, hit by pitch. 2 by
Yep.
2 and hit by pitch.
On base all 3 times. Singles, both up the
Strike
middle.
1. That looked like a little curve or a swerve there coming in there. Next pitch.
Oh,
Oh, there's another one.
Right up the middle.
3 for 3.
Just 1 run
Yep.
scores, though.
All runners going to advance. 5-2 now. Quakers up in the bottom of the 6th. And here is a pinch hitter, Julia Cook, a big University of Michigan softball fan.
Well,
Julia and
that's-
I get along.
Yeah.
In that
I can imagine
aspect.
that. Well, that's too bad, but
It's actually not too bad. They're the class of the Big Ten in softball, Mr. Phillips.
well, that might be one
Have
of the
been
only
for
sports.
many years.
So we got the bases loaded. Only 1 out. First out was the first batter. She struck out. Then we've had a walk, a single,
Well, we got another visit.
Yep.
another walk, and another single.
Yep.
What does Joe drive?
What does Joe drive? Joe drives a Chrysler product of some type, sort of brown, I think.
I wonder if that's him out there.
Sitting out there watching, he's probably laughing at you, Charlie,
Yeah,
saying,
right there.
you
Cards
mean
on the gravel there.
"Does the guy have a dumb hat on?"
I can't tell from here.
Oh, okay. Why would he be sitting out there just
So
listening?
no
Just
no
staying
changes,
warm.
just
Staying
another
warm.
just another mound visit. We've had one of those almost every inning for Baldwin Wallace.
Number 10.
And here comes Julia Cook, Wolverine at her own heart.
Oh, jeez.
1 out, bases loaded. Led the team in home runs last year.
I like her bat. It matches the uniform.
Yeah, now we were trying to determine whether there's a wrap that you can
You
put
thought
around
it was
those
a wrap.
bats.
I
Yeah.
don't think it's a wrap, though, now. I think it's just the color of the bat. Ball one to Julia.
There's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike to Cook. Pinch hitting here. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th.
Well, if Turner makes a mistake to Cook here, Cook's going to give it a ride. And there it is, and that ball's hit right to third base, and they're going to take the force out. So that's a fielder's choice, 5-2. The runner at third base. And now Savannah Hooper will step up with 2 outs, and the base is loaded.
Now
Probably going to have a pinch runner here, I'm going to guess.
Number 12, Savannah Hooper.
Yeah. I don't know who's pinch running. Sawyer Hooper. So re-entry there at first base.
Yep. And Savannah's 3 for 4 today with 2 base hits, a double, and a strikeout.
And if you remember, the only strikeout was on like an 11 pitch at bat.
Yep.
Yeah, she fought and fought.
And everybody's playing up again.
This game approaching, it's an hour and 55 minutes. One of the longer softball games thus far, and we are not through 6. Baldwin Wallace will still have another chance to bat, provided Wilmington does not plate 5 runs. Again, the D3 rule is 8 runs after 5 or 6 innings. So if Wilmington were to plate 5 consecutive runs, the game would end with a score of 10-2 in the bottom of the 6th.
First pitch is a ball.
With 2 outs, that seems unlikely, but you never know.
Yeah, look what the Reds did.
I don't know if you saw the game last night, but the San Diego Padres lost to the Houston Astros 1-0 on a walk-off pop-up. In the bottom of the 10th inning, it was a 0-0 game, and there was a miscommunication from the Padres.
Oh,
And
geez.
they lost on a pop-up that dropped in the bottom of the 10th inning, 1-0.
Oh, that's awful. The guy that got traded from Pittsburgh to San Francisco.
Andrew McCutcheon,
5
yes.
for 5 yesterday. Plus, he had a walk-off home run.
He did. Yep.
2 balls, 1 strike here on Hooper.
Let's tie it right here. Tie it in.
And
Foul tip.
Yeah, that's a good pitch. That was one of the first pitches I remember seeing pitching Savannah inside. It's been outside most of the day. But Hooper swung over that one. And here's another base hit. Yep, just going to move all the runners up. 1 base, RBI hit for Hooper. It's now 6-2 in favor of the Quakers. Michaela Hensley coming up, so theoretically a grand slam.
Charlie.
A grand slam would end
Now hitting. Right
would
to
end the inning.
Number 4, Michaela Hensley.
Hensley has hit a 2 RBI double to right center field.
She's walked and she's K'd and she got on a fielder's choice.
Ooh, thought about it. Good check swing, but
was
called
a
strike
strike.
anyways. 0-1 again, 6-2. Wilmington on top of Baldwin Wallace here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ooh, that was a big bender there. Smile on the mound from Turner and Hensley. Awkward swing. Smile from her as well. Now 0-2. Again, if you're just tuning in, Wilmington has had multiple runners on base in every single inning this game. In fact, if you're Baldwin Wallace, you're probably fortunate to only have
absolutely.
given up 6 runs in this game.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, they left, what did we say, 11 on base.
Left all
Until-
but right. Yep.
Until this inning,
Yep.
we'll see what happens here.
2 the first 4 innings, and the bases juiced in the 5th. Ooh, she just missed that one. That one's popped up over our heads. With decent speed at first and second, any gap shot's going to score probably all 3 runs with 2 outs. You got Sawyer Hooper at second, Savannah Hooper at first, and Kendall Bowles at third, which of course will be running on contact.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Hensley. Need a gapper here.
I would take that, Charlie. It would be great. We don't often agree on a lot of things, but that one
Need
we
a
would.
gapper.
And a cut and a miss. Took
big
something off,
swing.
and
Nice pitch.
Wilmington will leave the bases loaded for the second straight inning. But 2 runs do cross the plate, and it's 6-2 after 6, so Baldwin Wallace will have 3 outs to try to score 4 runs and extend this game, or else the Quakers will have an OAC win over the Yellow Jackets. So 6-2 Wilmington after 6 complete.
Yeah, and we just started doing the Quaker softball broadcasts, and we're, I think, bringing some good luck to the team, huh, Charlie?
Yeah. Yep. Well, they split that ONU doubleheader. We did.
Yeah.
So we got 9, 1, and 2 coming up for Baldwin Wallace.
Hi, I'm fine. How are you? You're listening to CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. And we are here on the campus of Wilmington College for Fightin' Quaker softball. The ladies are playing the first of 2 games today, and they are hopefully going to close this one out with 3 up and 3 down here to end this 6-2. That's their current lead. We will see in the top of the 7th inning here. But then we've got one more to come. We'll take a break in between the 2 games, and we'll go off the air as far as the stream so that I can wrap this first stream up and then complete it. And then we will restream. So it'll be about a 20-minute break, I believe, between the 2 games. We'll come on the air maybe with 5 or 10 minutes to start that second game. Second game's supposed to start at 4 o'clock, so it's 4 o'clock right now. It's probably going to be more like a 4:30 start for the second
Yep,
game.
and as you're saying, Rick, I always say approximately 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Sometimes can be more, sometimes can be less, but usually that's about what it is.
Thompson coming up.
And as you said, the reason why this game's gone long is, again, Wilmington has left so many runners on base. They've been threatening to score every single inning.
Yep. First pitch is a ball to Thompson.
And I always say, I always think when you're a team that's trailing and you're in the last inning, always try to get the tying run to the plate. That's what you can do when you're down by multiple runs. So Baldwin Wallace will probably not. Here's a little hit, and Kendall Bowles with a great fielding. Yep, she's had herself a day. She is 3 for 3 with a hit by pitch, has made a couple exceptional fielding plays.
So we have ground out basically are 5-3, 1 out, down to the third baseman.
The DP, number 22, Alexis Boldovic.
Of course, one of the other things, this field
Boladovic
is immaculate
coming up.
as far as this is a great field. There's very little as far as imperfection, or you don't see a lot of rocks or anything. It's just it's easy to.
Hats off to the maintenance crew.
That's right. Yeah.
Which
Shot
are
to
the
short.
coaches most of the time, but great play by Kaylee
Another good
Barber.
play.
Again, that left side of the infield for Wilmington coming into the day, hitting wise, again, Kendall Bowles was 3 for 33, and she's 3 for 3 today, and Kaylee Barber was 262, and she's had at least 1 hit today, right, Charlie?
Yeah, she's had a hit and.
But I guess my point is that left side of the infield is pretty stellar on defense.
Holding her own today.
For Wilmington, and now down to the last out, and this could do it.
Oh,
But a base hit there
yep.
through the middle infield, so no harm done. Just 1 pitch, 1 base hit there for Baldwin Wallace.
Coming up will be English, and she is 1 for 3. The base hit to right center earlier in the game.
Yep, and I remember me saying, Charlie, she has jumped on the first pitch 2 or 3 times and hit it pretty hard. So if you're Gary Breeden, who's the pitching coach for Wilmington, or Grace Shell throwing the pitches, keep that in mind. I would probably throw something that's not in the strike zone, certainly.
see if she'll chase
That's
it.
always my go-to pitch. Throw it high.
Yeah. But how big are these 2 runs that Wilmington, there's low, yep. Charlie says high, throw it low.
Someone's listening to the broadcast.
She didn't swing either, though. You notice that.
How big are those 2 runs Wilmington scored in the bottom of the 6th here? Because
takes a lot
all
of
of a
pressure
sudden,
off.
right, now this would have been the tying run.
Ball's hit the right side.
Good stop by Kemp. She didn't know where the ball went. So that's going to be a base hit there. And now all of a sudden BW's got 2 runners on.
2 outs, though. And coming up is Mott. Nope, it's not Mott. This is the lady that went in for Mott.
Yeah, this is the current pitcher for Baldwin
number
Wallace.
7. But she's
Turner.
Yeah, Nikki Turner.
She is 185 on the year, 5 hits and 27 at-bats. But it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner again. Baldwin Wallace not doing us a lot of favors. We have someone that's wearing a jacket and have absolutely no idea
Jane Doe.
who is
Right.
pinch
Boyles.
running. Let me go see if I can get that figured out for y'all.
Mitch is earning his double duty pay here.
Yep. Earned his keep today.
Well, we might buy him another Mountain Dew.
Don't tell his wife.
No, she's not listening. And if
Might
you
get
are,
mad.
it's water.
He's only had
it's a
three-
water.
He's only had 3 so far. It's okay.
Now hitting. Pitcher. Number 7, Nikki Turner.
A little high.
First pitch to Turner is a ball.
It's Krista Jennings, number 5, pinch running for Baldwin Wallace at first base.
Next pitch. Oh, it's hit into the gap.
Solid.
That's going to score at
Yeah,
least
that's
one.
going to score at least 1 run. I think runner at third is going to be held, which makes sense because you don't
Yeah,
want to run
you
into
need-
any
you need-
outs if you're BW for
That's
sure.
Right. Yeah, you want to keep.
So
this-
now second, third for Baldwin Wallace in a 6-3 game, and as I just alluded to, when you're down multiple runs, the tying run is now at the plate, and it's in the form of Haley Owens for the Yellow Jackets. Score is 6-3.
Right fielder.
Runner at second,
77,
third. So again, without those
Haley
2 runs
Owens.
in the bottom of the 6th, the tying run would be 1 base away from home plate, and I like this mound visit from head coach Beth Floyd from Wilmington
Settle
a lot
her
here.
down,
Settle her down. You're still
You're in the
probably 1 or 2 hits away from surrendering the lead. Baldwin Wallace still has to do a decent amount here, but
And the lady
they put
coming
themselves
up
in positions to tie it.
is flying out and walked and just got on by a sacrifice, or no, had a sacrifice hit to the first baseman. So she hasn't done a lot offensively today. So, yeah. And you just go out there and tell them, look, these runs mean nothing. We just got to get the girl out here at the plate. Don't worry about these runners. Six to 3. Our second and third means nothing. This is the one you want out right here.
Good pitch.
And that's a good start. First pitch strike to Owens.
So now you've got her in a hole.
In this rally for BW, all coming with 2 outs. You had 5-3 and 6-3.
Another strike.
Pretty quick. Now down to their final strike are the Yellow Jackets.
Yep, no balls, 2 strikes.
So she'll have to swing to protect.
I'd say she's going to throw it outside. I'd throw it high.
High.
That's where I'd throw it too.
And it was.
And this should be it. Kemp makes the play, and that's it.
All
Wilmington
right.
defeats Baldwin Wallace by a score of 6-3 here in Game 1. Grace Shell, the complete game victory. She improves to 5-3 on the year. The loss will go to Sam Mott. She is 3-8 for Baldwin Wallace, despite having an ERA of under 3 entering today. Probably will be up a little bit since then. And that'll do it here for Game 1. Rick and Charlie, thanks for letting me pop in here and
Great.
provide some
anytime.
color commentary. It'll be, as I said, approximately 30 minutes from now will be the start of Game 2 of this doubleheader. Again, Wilmington defeating Baldwin Wallace in Game 1 by a score of 6-3.
All right. Did you get, Dean, did you get your Reese cup yet? All right, well, grab a Reese cup. Get a Reese cup before she sells them all out the back window. Yeah, get your soda. Get your soda. All right. All right, so, Charlie, you want to go over any of the stats, and then we will break for this in between the 2 games of this doubleheader.
Well, 6-3. Savannah Hooper was 4 for 5 today with a K, but she had 3 singles and a double. Hensley was 1 for 4 with a walk Kemp was 1 for 3 with a base hit, but she also got hit by a pitch. Pierce was 2 for 4. Burkhart was 1 for 3 with a walk. Krager was 0 for 3. The Schinkel came in and got hit by pitch. Barber was 1 for 3, but also had a walk. Bowles was 3 for 3, and also hit by pitch, so she got on successfully all 4 times. And then Sawyer Hooper was 1 for 3, and then Cook come in and got in on the base on balls. For Baldwin Wallace, Buladovic was 0 for 4. Minor was 1 for 3 with a walk. English was 2 for 4. Mott was 1 for 3. Tanner was 1 for 1. Owens had a walk and then was had a sacrifice and was 0 for 2. Albrecht 0 for 3. Kozik 0 for 3. Leach a walk and then 0 for 2. And Thompson was 1 for 3. And Wilmington left 14 on base this game.
Right, yeah.
Which was a ton.
3 in that last bat.
And Baldwin Wallace left 8 on base today. A lot of hits. Wilmington had a tussle of hits, about 15 hit attack, and good game.
Yeah, it was a good
pitch
game.
Good, good game. Dean survived out there.
Dean did not get hit by a pitch. My
So-
car didn't get hit by a pitch.
It was close.
So it was a good game. Good game all over. All right, well, we'll have game 2 in approximately 25 minutes. You're listening to CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. And, of course, WZAA 106.9 LPFM in Jeffersonville, Ohio. We're going to go back to regular programming in Jeffersonville for a few minutes, and we will conclude our streaming and restream here at about, give us 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and we'll be back on the air.